I'm actually honored. I'm honored to be in the company of Larissa Slaughter and speak about holding.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you, bro.
Okay.
Two of the biggest experts and authorities in true crime in the Kiely Rodni case. And it is an honor, it's a pleasure for me to be here with Larissa Slaughter and speak about holding. Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you for having me
Thank
on.
you.
As y'all well know, the the Kiely Rodni case hit home with me. The Kiely Rodni case brought me to true crime. I don't know if people remember the blue hat. I had to get the blue hat out of the coffin. For those that remember the blue hat, a whole year of content gone. Kiely Rodni life gone. No justice at this day today gone. A lot of people hopes and dreams to finding the responsibles of what happened to Kiely Rodni. It's almost gone. But guess what? We're gonna fight, dog. Listen, Truckee is gonna get all the smoke from me, dog. I will die. Listen, I don't know if one day I will die and this case will never get resolved, but I know that I will do what I can to spread the word and to let people know how fucked up this case is, man. I wanna introduce you to Speak Van Holding and Larissa Slaughter. Let me give you the platform. Larissa, can you introduce yourself to the community?
I would turn my camera on, but I'm in my PJs. Hello, everybody. And thank you, everybody in chat, for being here, and for anybody on the replay crew. Um, I'm another YouTube creator that's been doing the Kiely Rodni case. I posted my first video, I believe, September 1st of last year, and I've been following it ever since, and really trying to dig into who's responsible and what really happened.
100%. We having a little echo. I don't know from where it is. I don't know. It's from my brother's Big Van Holding, or I don't know if it's from you, Larissa. Um,
I'm
can
pretty
can
sure
y'all
it's
check
not
it?
from me.
Can y'all check it out real quick?
I
Cause
can
I
go
can.
out and come back, but I think you had an echo in your last live because I did mention it last time.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Maybe if you're sharing your screen on StreamYard right now, that's probably why there's an echo.
Let me see. Let me check right now real quick. Yeah, and I got the echo cancellation on. Uh, that only happen like when a speaker could be heard from one of the participants. But I mean, at least it's not that bad. You know, I think it's total. It could be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really a big deal. Um, but big shout out to Larissa Slaughter. Thank you for being here. Though. Yeah, it's hearable. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you for letting me know. Big shout out to Rock Shot. Big shout out to James. Big shout out to Anna Marie Anderson. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it. Um, Let me introduce you to Speak Van Holding, expert and true crime authority in the Kiely Rodni case. My brother, can you introduce yourself?
Could you repeat? I could barely hear you.
Just if you could introduce yourself to the community.
Oh, hello, everybody. I'm Speak Van Holen, and my station is dedicated to true crime and etc. Other things that I think is worthy of speaking on. It's glad to be in the midst of y'all.
We appreciate it, man. You know, it's an honor always to have you here with us. Today we have the honor of having Larissa Slaughter. Larissa Slaughter has an amazing development within the Kiely Rodni case. We're gonna share a video that I believe and is in my inner spirit that is very relevant to this case. And I so much appreciate Larissa for all the hard work and also putting giving her life on the line to make sure that she spread the word, and she always been very energetic looking for justice for Kiely Rodni. But today she has a very, very, very relevant video that I want to share with you before we start the conversation. It's a 9 minute video, not too long, but it's very potent. It has a lot of potency, the energy, the vibe, everything about it has relevancy. And I want to bring it to the table. And I appreciate Larissa Slxughter for allowing me to share the content and for her having her visiting our platform, which is a very small platform now. But I believe that we have a big impact in the community, not just in the Kiely Rodni case, but in the Idaho case too. Also, we've been working on rest, almost to the point that no rest, no justice, no peace type of. So that's what we have today. Let me show you real quick before we start the conversation tonight. We're gonna go to the rice and beans and meats and potato today. We're gonna give you a whole hour, try a little more, but we're gonna give you a full hour of the meats and potatoes in this case. It's about to go down tonight. It's gonna be a lot of people not gonna like me tonight. I'm telling you straight up, right ahead of time. It's gonna be a lot of people not gonna like me tonight. I really don't care. Y'all know, for Kiely Rodni, for all the victims of true crime, I'm very passionate, and I don't have no shame on that. I told y'all, every time I shed a tear, I'm angry. I don't like myself when I cry because I get too. I don't like that side of myself because when I'm angry, I don't like it. I've been keeping myself off my anger, and I've been studying myself. I've been learning a lot. I've been doing research about myself. I've been reading a lot of books, and I think my children, my wife, had kept me grounded, had kept me healthy mentally and physically. So I think this is how I got the energy and the control to be a better human. Because sometimes humans, if they go by their anger, they really lose the touch of themselves. So without further ado, let me share this video, Larissa's photo, which is her latest video. And as she's doing right now, yes, she's the number one. She knows that. Let me share this with you. Larissa, you wanna give us a little intro to this video before we play? Would you like to share something with the community?
Um, I would say that this information I feel like is very important. You're gonna hear a lot of big names you hear in politics, and how they're connected to Kiely's case, and the video should pretty much explain itself for the most part. Um, but I think it's something that I've been looking into the whole entire time. I first thought this was trafficking, but I feel like there's a little bit more to it, and yeah, the video should explain how I feel.
I want to let you know, Larissa, all options are on the table. I want to let you know right now, all options are on the table, and we need to talk about everything. We can't, we can't, we can't act like in real life things could get very dark, and sometimes. Big shout out to Surgeon Sunshine. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Big shout out to all of you. Big shout out to Kathleen, Alaya, Lonely Girl, Jane, Anna Marie, Rock Shock. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. But yes, Larissa, I just want to let you know, feel free. This is a safe space. Whatever theory that you have worked on, feel free to share it. The same with you, my brother Speakman Holding. Today we're gonna give whatever we could give to the community for us in this case. It's a lot of people that are not gonna agree with with what we're gonna talk about today, but at the same time we have to put all options on the table. And little by little we should get somewhere with this. I appreciate you, Larissa.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Good morning, true crime community. All right, we're going balls to the walls and we're going to talk about. I'm going to tell you everything that I know. Before we start, I just want to let you know that I've known about this for a long time, but please go check out Sif's video, The Connection Between Kiely Rodni and the Elites, because he explains it in way more detail than I'm about to explain everything. The head bone's connected to the neck bone. The handbricks connected to the elites. Let me tell you why. Clearly, this is Nate Hembricht, our lovely Nate Hembricht that was rumored to be dating Kiely, and also Sammy, and that could have been why there was a jealousy motive, but this is Nate Hembricht. This is Nate's dad, Bob Hembricht. Okay, let me show you who his dad is. Mr. William Hembricht? Yeah, that's the grandpa of Nate Hembricht. You want to know who he's connected to? The Pelosi's. And guess what? The Pelosi's are connected to the Podestas. Like I freaking said before, there's no way John Podesta has a condo in Truckee, California. There's this big cover up that's happening there, and there's not somehow, some way, elites connected to this case. Now, let me really tell you guys something, and I'm sure that a lot of people like knew this, or they didn't knew this, or whatever the heck, but AWP. I'm not going to say the member's name who went to Ryan's house. We all can guess. There's only a few members that could have gone. Come on, pick out of the 3 that were actually there at the site. It's not Jrod. Now, this person from AWP went to Ryan's house, okay, and said they were afraid, so terrified of a big elite family name. Guess whose name it was? The fucking Pelosi's, okay? And the Pelosi's are connected to John Podesta. And the Pelosi's are also connected to the Hembricks. So let me tell you something, okay? If most of these creators were correct that Nate Hembricht is the one that was seen during the tow truck footage or whatever the hell, oh, it's covered up. And why is somebody from AWP afraid of the Pelosi's if they have nothing to do with it? Was it you, Nate? Really starting to look like it. So I've actually been searching into this for over 7 months now, but this was my thought process 7 months ago, that somebody higher up, higher level was involved some way, somehow. So we're going to go over a couple of clips from previous videos, so that way we can kind of get the gist of what I've been trying to explain this whole time. Now, I know that I had 2 theories. One theory was that it was trafficking, one theory that it was the kids that did it. But now that I'm looking at everything, and I'm looking at all the connections and looking at old videos with all the, facts that I put in them, I'm starting to see that it had to be a kid who had connections. It had to be a teen, because there's just no way that the teens were randomly involved. Some teen who had connections, or their parents had connections somewhere, was able to cover this up. Something happened somewhere to Kiely Rodni, whether it was an accidental overdose, they freaked out, they didn't know what to do with her, or she was too drunk, or something happened, she fell, she hit her head, or whatever it might have been. There was teens there who have parents, who have connections to higher level people, just like Dawn was saying, higher level people. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and go through a couple of clips, and I'm going to let you guys know exactly why I feel the way I do about this case. So we know that Kiely Rodni is the community's daughter. We also know that Kiely Rodni is somebody that everybody knows. We also know that she's somebody that nobody seems to know all of a sudden. Weird dates and timelines just set me off to think that this could be a possible trafficking incident. You see this here in the corner? This is somebody very big and very important with very big scandals. Truckee, California at 5:19 a.m. via WebEx, right? So he did an interview June 21st of 2021, which, following my timeline, from my understanding, is he goes to Truckee around the same time every single year, and I'll show you why. This was an article done where they have A-listers talk about where they go in the month of August for vacation. This was this particular person's response. He goes around the same time every year. So my estimation would be that between June and August, this person goes out to Truckee, California, to their condo. So it's a little weird to me that she gets pulled over 6/29/2022 and has failure to carry evidence of financial responsibility. And she also goes and corrects that on the 2nd of August, which is before she went missing. So now you might be asking me, okay, like, why is this important? What is the purpose of this timeline and everything like that? If you think about it, who has the type of money to cover up a scandal such as this? Who has the money to shut a town up? What if it was trafficking gone wrong? What if it was trafficking gone right? What if this was something that wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened on accident because somebody wanted Kiely for themselves and it didn't go the correct way that they wanted it to? It all just really makes you think about the possibilities of what could have potentially happened to her. When I tell you, my theories have been like this from the beginning. I'm telling you, I knew it wasn't as simple as just the kids did it, okay? But here were some of the theories that I had in the very beginning. They all kind of led to like the teens over to the trafficking thing. But the way that I look at it now, like I said, the teens did something. The parents have connections to higher ups. Hey, let's go pay everybody off. Let's make a GoFundMe. Mom, you get the reward money if you stay hush hush about this so our kids don't get in trouble. We know you lost your daughter, but hey, money makes more people happy than you think. The way I see it, she was 16 years old and going to college anyways. They were going to lose her daughter regardless because she was going to go off to college somewhere away from where they lived. That's why we don't got no answers to shit, because we're just speculating all this bullshit and trying to dig in deeper in what it is, what it really is. And it is a conspiracy, obviously, if people are being paid off in this case. I mean, it's got to be something like that. It's all just a big cover up. You want to know why it's a cover up? Because you got PIs, police, and fucking attorneys all involved in this case of the teenage parents, because the teenagers did something, and that's why nobody's saying shit. Okay, so I know that this is a lot of information on a lot of big names. This is weird. My shower curtain just fell. I don't know if that is a sign. Because what I was just going to say is a lot of people are telling me to be careful. A lot of people are telling me I'm very close. A lot of people are worried about my safety. I'm worried about my safety too. But these are things that need to be talked about and whatever else. And I don't know, that was kind of weird, and I feel like that was a sign. So I'm going to put this video out and let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is super important, and I feel like we're close. I feel like we have kind of like something that's solid to go off of, especially with all the connections that have been made. Everybody's connected to everybody, and It's big. So yeah, but I'm gonna get off of here because that was really weird, and I gotta fix that. And maybe it's a sign.
Let's turn down to.
Oh man. I'm not even gonna lie. When the shower curtain fell, I did not know what to think. I was like, okay, I need to get out of here.
I gotta let you know, spirits always find a way to communicate with humans somehow. And that's something that I learned that way back in Puerto Rico from my grandmother. I gotta say, Larissa, that video is very researchful. It's very within detail. I gotta let you know the trafficking theory is relevant. The theory of the youngins having their way with Kiely Rodni and having the parents covering everything up, grandma, grandpa, and everyone that is influencer within politics, within the city administration, within the counseling, within law enforcement, within the sheriff. All this stuff is already been confirmed. Okay,
Mhm.
as far as the intricacy of everybody going to hush hush for a particular reason. But we're gonna have let's talk about those both theories, the trafficking theory and why it's a great possibility that's an option. And we also gonna talk about the other theory about the youngins having their way with her, freaked out. What we gonna do? Just throw it in the water because their ego, because they're like the non give a fuck factor. Probably they was already drunk and the influence of something, and at that point it's just really not much of a care for human life, especially when you're in the influence of alcohol and drugs. And also these kids, these young adults. It seems that Truckee has a very bad reputation with the rest of the world. There's a lot of people going missing. There's a lot of unresolved crimes. It's a lot of people that has shown up in the bottom of a lake, and everything goes quiet. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in reality. So, Speak Van Holding, do you have the opportunity to listen to the video? Did you catch up into something of the video? If not, let me know. I'll give you a
Yes,
quick resume about it.
yeah, I did hear the video, but what was her name again? Because sometime I can hear good. What was her name that
Her
did that
name is
video?
Larissa.
Larissa.
Larissa, yes.
Okay, I agree wholeheartedly with her theory because when you look at the connections, anytime you go back to Sammy families, they people have money, and like she said, there's a lot of lawyers, detective, and law enforcement involved, and their kids hung out there at the Project Creek. And her theory is a lot closer to a factual truth because it makes sense. When you look at the fact that law enforcement never did tell the public that they confirmed Sammy's phone call with Kiely Rodni, that was a telltale sign that what she was saying was a lie. It could not be corroborated. So here's what they do. It's just like Larissa said, big names, connections. The town is a business. When you look at the business structure, you got too many people having positions that they shouldn't have, and therefore, when everything is centered around law enforcement down there, they control everything, and the real estate just went sky high. They chasing everybody out that don't have money. So her theory to me is a fact because That is the only way you can cover up and have an investigation such as this. Try to bring troopers in, state highway patrol, and pretend that this was a motor vehicle accident. None of that stuff that they bring into the table is plausible, nor realistic. So I wholeheartedly agree with her position.
I totally agree to the 100%. To the 100%. I totally agree. Larissa, can you elaborate with your video? Can you give us in depth the platform? The floor is yours. Can you give us what you got?
Yeah, so obviously at first everything was really scattered for me as far as theories went. And my first video ever put out, I was like, this is sex trafficking for sure. And then the second video, I was like, well, maybe the teens did do something, you know? Um, but then I found out, you know, doing some research that John Podesta had a condo out there. And that's what really got me looking into the elites in this case, because I was like, okay, this guy is known for Pizzagate scandal, you know, the scandalous emails. He was around during the Madeleine McCann, or actually specifically his brother Tony was around during the disappearance of Madeleine McCann, right? So it's not so far-fetched to me to think that something like this, where people of higher powers, I guess you could say, would be doing corrupt things like this, right? So, and you see it every day, you know, with sex trafficking and everything like that. And I'm sorry to use that word, but it's really what's going on out here. And I have no filter. So, but it's really happening. You see women, children, you see teenage girls going missing all the time without a trace. No information is given on their cases. So, yeah, so I started looking into the higher powers, and I connected with a few people, which, like I said, I have to give credit where it's due to Sifa, because if he didn't communicate with me and believe in me and my theory of what I thought originally, I don't think he would have, or I don't think I would have had the help digging into what I found. So, pretty much the gist of it is that the grandpa of Nate is somehow financially backing the Pelosi's. And it's kind of ironic how a couple weeks after Kiely was, I guess, her cause of death came out. I think it was a couple weeks after that the Pelosi's had that hammer attack. You know, and at that time, everybody was talking about Kiely. So, you know, for them to pull a stunt like that, and then to see that they're connected to the Hambricks, and then Nate was rumored to date Kiely, right? But then there was also a comment that Nate made about the shirt that Sammy was wearing, and she was like, oh, it's yours. So obviously they were seeing each other, Sammy and Nate, right? So to me, the most logical explanation would be that out of a majority of the kids, I think that Sammy, Nate, and Kate have the more influential parents. So those are the people that I really looked into. So yeah, so they're all just connected. It's literally, you know, Nate is obviously the son, and he's somehow, some way connected to Kiely. Okay. And then you look at it, he's somehow, some way connected to Sammy. His dad, his grandpa, all connected to all these big household names. And if you remember, Jrod, that guy, Don Weston, that was contacting me, was actually John Podesta's neighbor to his hidden circle condo. So um, it's all a lot of information. Um, it goes way deeper, I believe, than them just working for each other or knowing each other or whatever. I think these people like legitimately have relationships with each other. I think it's even been rumored that the Hembricks and the Pelosi's go on ski trips together. And that's something I have to confirm. But there's so much to look into when it comes to the higher powers and things. The scariest part about putting it all out is that I am located not too far from where these people's condos are. So it is scary for my safety, but I also feel like if I could speak on this and I can somehow, some way make a difference, then that's the most important thing to me. And I want to keep our youth safe, because if you think about it, our youth is our future. So yeah, I mean, like, if you guys have any questions on anything, like, I would feel more than willing to clarify or um like elaborate on anything you guys want. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm trying. It's so much stuff to talk about.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I want you to just let it all out tonight.
Oh yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes.
Truckee, that's known as like a resort. Am I correct?
Yeah, so it's more of a tourist town.
Okay,
I
yeah.
know that a lot of people take vacations there. A lot of people, um, go to visit there because of, during the winter it's snowing and you can ski. During summer there's the reservoirs that you could go to. So yeah, I know it's a big tourist city.
I have another question. Um, it's just a theory of mine, based on the fact it's like a tourist attraction. If it's safe to say, it's plausible that somebody in Truckee likes supplying adults with young girls.
Oh, I don't think that's far-fetched at all. I think that
Okay.
that's the perfect city to do it in. I think that
Yeah.
that's how they're probably getting away with the majority of what they're getting away with, is because they're probably taking girls who don't even, or even boys, who knows, but they're probably taking people that don't even live there and that are just visiting,
Yeah.
and just giving them out. It's crazy, but I would not put it past them to, yeah, definitely get away with it like that.
I believe that's very plausible because you can take alcohol, you can take certain drugs and trick a young girl out, boy, anybody. So you have this really available. You have the tourists coming in with money, promising these young girls this and that, and there you have it. So I wholeheartedly believe in your theory there was some trafficking going on. I do believe prostitution was going on, and this is why when it came to the investigation, they knew who Kiely Rodni was, and I believe that people that the teenagers had sex with, I believe they raped her, and you can't believe what the coroner says, because the coroner story is gonna fall in line with what the police want the narrative to be.
Correct. Yes, I agree.
Let me add a little bit to that. Let me add a little bit of by the way, big shout out to Kara. Kara just hit me up from the Idaho 4K. Big shout out to Kara. Just hit me up. Thank you so much. I'll hit you right back up as soon as we're done here. My apologies. Great show today in Prime Sleuthing. Getting back to the Kiely Rodni case. It's something in Truckee called the Truckee Way.
That's correct.
This Truckee Way has total control with the population and has everything and everyone on lockdown. They know that it's powers to be that are in full control of the community. There's a lot of people that have been getting kicked out of the area, people that don't obey by the rules, people that just don't want to comply. We believe that due to the Truckee Way, Is one particular ruling within the Truckee way, and it caught my attention when I read it. And it was, we have to separate the problem from the people. So that means a person could become a problem, and it needs to be separated from the people. That could be taken as all means necessary to death or outcasting, being kicked out the area. I believe that both options are on the table far as we know for a fact, because I already done my research. Actually, I did visit for a little weekend Truckee, and people is like, oh, but where's the footage and this and that? Well, when you on the mission, Speak Bound Holding could tell you when you on the mission, you don't want nobody to know where you were. You don't want no one to know who you were talking to. I'm not here to get famous. I'm not JLR. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm sneaky. People need to not forget that Truckee did trip for my life too. Truckee had the balls to come around my block. And how we know? Because he had California license plates. And yeah, they got lit up out the block. Thank Lord Jesus, no one lost their life, but windows were blown the fuck out. They learned that lesson that day. Now I want to leave it at that. But in reality, it's teachers within the high schools and middle schools that are playing with little girls. And the little girls, due to that they know the ruling, they stay quiet and they deal with it. It's a lot of girls that are good fighters, because the only way that they could avoid that situation is fighting their way out of it. You understand me? So people said that Kiely was a good fighter too. I believe that he had to learn how to fight to keep her life going as normal as possible. Because in Truckee, dirty things go down between family members to family members, neighbors. It's a free for all. But they keep it on the hush hush because it's not convenient, because they don't need that tourist area. They don't need the money to slow down. Which it was crazy when we was talking about all these cases in depth. And when we started talking about certain things that will affect their tourism, I was watching the council, because I watched the council for a whole year up to this day today. Every time they go live, I'm watching. Sometimes I'm the only view that they have when they go live. And I pay attention. And it's a lot of shady stuff going on. It's a lot of people that live in Truckee that don't do nothing but complain about what's going on in Truckee right now. So I say that to say this. This guy that we mentioned, Nate, right? I heard that this guy, Sammy, was in love with him. That's the conversation. And allegedly, that's what the discrepancy also accumulating, the discrepancy that Sammy's family had with Kiely's family with the water rights. That it was something going on big time. That's problem. The only way that you're gonna dominate a family in that area is letting them know that you're running shit. You could take a loss and you don't even know. So Kiely could be that loss that they took to let them know you have to pay or else. That's just a theory. The other theory is the trafficking. Let's be clear. Kiely Rodni's body did not got ID properly with forensic testing, with forensic DNA testing. They couldn't identify her with dental. They couldn't identify her through the surgery on her wrist because that place supposed to have a ID number. They couldn't identify her with her DNA due to decomposition, higher levels of decomposition. But in the forensic report, in fine print on top, right on top of the deposition, it says the composition was moderated. So when you tell me the composition was moderated, it was that the body was in prime shape to get a full forensic report. Because he would have said high levels of decomposition. No, he said decomposition moderated. But you're gonna tell me that just due to decomposition, you couldn't recognize her face, that you had to recognize her for a tattoo that it was misplaced? Of course, it's gonna be misplaced. When they flip the vehicle, the dead body inside that has been already supplemented by the water, it's gonna mingle in there. So of course, that temporary crime scene, the crime, this is an underwater crime scene. So due to they didn't ID that body in the morgue, the only reason that that body got identified as Kiely Rodni was by an affidavit of a witness, which is the lead investigator. They recognized Kiely Rodni with affidavit. That's a human saying, yeah, I heard say that that's Kiely Rodni, but did not confirm by a forensic report. Even we have an individual called SF Investigators saying that he was on site when she came out the water, and between him and the investigator identified Kiely Rodni. But you couldn't get no forensics out of that. You couldn't do a crime scene like you needed to do. You literally hook and book that CRB. Oh, you found it? Okay, hook it, let's get the fuck out of here because we got caught. So at this day today, that theory about the trafficking is actually very real. Because at this day today, we can consider that body that got cremated was Kiely Rodni, because right away the state let go the evidence to the family, which is her body, and they cremated her not even the day before, a day after. What you mean? Like they got her body? Wow, that was out Wednesday, Thursday, and they did the celebration on live. I think that was Saturday, and she was already cremated by the celebration of life. So that means that they cremated her Friday. What was the rush? Won't you like to find out what happened to your daughter? That's why I'm saying a lot of people are not going to like me today. Because in reality, Larissa's law is speaking something that is very, very relevant in this case. What you think about that, Larissa?
Well, you kind of took the words out of my mouth a little bit, because I was going to say they did a horrible recovery of that car. I don't know what in the world they were thinking when they recovered that, but I was thinking the same thing. They said, oh shit, they found her. We got to get her out and go. Because they were trying to figure out, oh, what narrative are they going to go next time? She was never supposed to be found. They didn't want her to be found. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I also want to add to what you're saying too, is that right around the time she was found, when they were doing the autopsy or getting prepared to do the autopsy or whatever, the mosquito fire happens. Right? There's another big distraction. I mean, the mosquito fire destroyed, I don't know how much out up that way. But what's the way that they usually do to throw you off of something? Everybody's talking about Kiely's case. What happened to her? What's the autopsy going to be like, right? And then there's boom, natural disaster happens. Let's talk about this natural disaster that's like ruining families' homes and everything else like that up that way. So that way no one's focused on her anymore. Right?
Right.
And it could be reaching. But when you look at all the coincidences in the case, you have to understand that with everything that we've been shown, it's not so far-fetched for something like that to happen. So yeah, I wanted to add that because I found that interesting too. I found another thing funny. And I don't know if this corresponds, and this could be reaching as well. Zanime, and it's funny how she just happened to be at this Mexican heritage party right next door to Kiely's party she was at. Weird, right? So I start looking into her, and we see this article, and she has the same day the mosquito fire started, Zanime is leading a live fire training. And it's in an article, public document published online. I think that's another weird coincidence. But again, could be reaching. I wouldn't say so much now that I think it's absolute trafficking, like that one of the elites just took her and did what they wanted to now. I think that something happened to her as far as whatever the teens decided to do with her. I do think she was assaulted. I do think she was taken advantage of. But I feel like somebody's daddy or somebody's mommy helped them cover it up. And you have to also think about this. Look at the Murdaugh murders, right? Dad is this big, powerful figure, right? And he, not a figure, but a lawyer or whatever he was. And his son has that boating accident where the girl dies. And, he probably should have been held accountable, but he got his son off. And then there's this trail of murders that they're covering up. He had money. He had power. So, yeah, it's not far-fetched that just a random guy that's financially backing the Pelosi's, that they could cover something like that up. If the Murdaugh guy could do it, these people could do it because they have actual connections to the Pelosi's and the Podestas. So I definitely think it was the kids. Somebody somewhere, one of the teens did something. And yeah, and I feel like the parents are helping cover it up, sweep it under the rug.
Speak on holding anything to add up to that.
Yeah, back to the Truckee way, which is a mission statement for the business. What people got to understand, every city, every municipality, every county is a business. These are businesses. They are not governments. Our government ended 50 years ago. We don't have a government. We have businesses. And the Truckee way is a mission statement for anybody living there, working there, doing business there. This is how we do it. Or we'll run you up out of here. We'll plant something up on you. We'll arrest you. So the Truckee mission statement clearly clarifies what's to be done when a problem arises that affect their commerce. They can't let it be that these kids murdered. There's a trafficking going on. I do wholeheartedly believe that the Truckee way promotes prostitution, trafficking, because they have a lot of drug and alcohol problems that they don't address. They don't address it. If you take a good look at their criminal docket, you will probably see that a lot of people, we know that these teens down there drinking and driving. You probably would never really see a serious conviction dealing with people that stay in that community, whether it's drunk driving, whether it's underage sex. So it's a business. And when you look at the way that they conducted their investigation, nothing professional, nothing transparent about what they did. So all theories are on the table.
Right.
But you see, I totally go ahead, Larissa. I'm sorry, honey.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with what he was saying. You know, I have been saying that too since the very beginning, that you have to turn over every stone in this case, because if you look at what's happening in our world today, really happening in our world today, none of the stuff that we've been saying theory wise as far as this case goes is super out of the ordinary. It's real shit that's happening in real life right now,
That's right.
you know. And so yeah, I totally agree with that. And I do, there, I feel like there is a lot of crime, sorry, in Truckee that is not talked about. I feel like, especially after Kiely's case, really nothing is vocalized. I mean, even just a police officer was arrested for having sex with a minor just recently. So there's
Did,
law
didn't,
enforcement.
did, didn't Sheriff Wall have some situation like that going on?
Sorry.
Didn't Sheriff Wall have some situation like that going on? Playing with little girls?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, like with Wayne Wu, there's another guy that just got arrested that was on, I believe, it was Placer County. This guy just got arrested, I believe, like maybe I want to give it like a month ago, and he had sex with an underage kid, and he was on the police department. You know, so it is like Wayne Wu. Is this guy going to get away with it too?
And let me say this here. Excuse
Yeah.
me. If you know that any I call it a resort, but a tourist. If you notice around the world, every tourist attraction have prostitution.
Yep.
Every tourist attraction, because that's part of the revenue. So there is somebody in Truckee that's actively, in my opinion, selling young girls when the people come for the money. And that's just, and even though it's just the winter time, but we got to think people come there also during the spring and summer because they could hike and do everything else when there's no snow there. So it's definitely, and I believe the big names, the money people are behind that trafficking. Because if you go back and look at Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton at the Watergate scandal, I don't know if y'all familiar with that. There are videos of Bill Clinton with underage girls and they come up missing and nothing has been done about it.
Yeah. I definitely seen that.
Agree with that, though. Go ahead, Mama.
No, I just was gonna say, like, I definitely see that. I do, and I agree with what you're saying 100%. It's a crazy world we live in, and it's happening, and it's real. And I guess my question is, you know, how do we fix that? Are we ever going to be able to fix this huge trafficking issue that we have in our country? You know, I think that's what gets me the most.
No, we're not gonna never be able to fix that, because if you really think about it, when you turn on social media, sex is a big business. When you see the young girls, the men and women, they doing the dance, when you see the twerking, you see everything else, it's all sexual in nature, because men know that women use their body for sex. So you have certain men out there say, well, since they advertise themselves, I don't have a problem pimping them. I don't have a problem kidnapping and selling them. It's like poverty. You're not going to get rid of something that's so evil like that, because it's a money maker, and you always have an appetite. What's that guy named Epstein?
Yeah.
Just like with him, you had Oprah Winfrey them hanging with him. They knew. See, it's a lot of people parading like they legitimate, and people hide behind their money like they somebody. But a lot of times they be some type of fucking criminal.
Yep.
Engaging in criminal activity. They use the money, they use the position to legitimize themselves so people can say, oh, They're not doing that. But if you was hanging with Jeffrey Epstein, you went to his homes, you went on cruises with him, you knew what he was doing. And if you look at Oprah Winfrey, she got businesses overseas in sweatshops. So if you would have young women, men and women in sweatshops under inhumane conditions creating your clothes, you don't have a problem with pimping them out.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that. And I want to add to that. Can we see the problem with the United States of America right now? Sorry, my daughter gave me this lollipop, and it's a sour lollipop. You know, it's my favorite, so I had to crack it. Um, can we see right now all the cancellations with a lot of people they want to speak out and get their elite, and they getting canceled, bank accounts frozen, out of YouTube, out of social media, banned from Facebook. All these stuff that right now is going on is nothing but a reality that they definitely hiding something from we the people. And when we the people get close to the reality, they try to shut us down. What you think?
Yeah, because if you really think about it, they don't care about you entertaining, making people laugh, dancing, BS gossip. They are worried about people waking up and saying, okay, in reality, a lot of you people need to be killed. A lot of you people just need to be wiped off. Because believe me, you don't stay in power without killing. You don't stay in power without being corrupt. It's just that simple.
Let them know. Larissa, let's go with the Nate situation. Did you heard that Sammy was in love with?
Did I hear who Sammy was in love with?
Yeah. Did you ever heard that Sammy had a infatuation with Nate?
Yeah. So it kind of proved itself on social media because, and I'll just say this because a lot of girls, when they're hooking up with guys, you know, especially in high school, it's cool to, oh, let me take his t-shirt, let me wear his t-shirt to bed and wear it home the next day. Or let me take his sweatshirt and let me keep his, you know, it's something that girls do sometimes with guys' stuff. It was apparent that they were being with each other when Nate commented about the shirt she was wearing, and she says, "Yeah, you like it. It's yours." So it was clear that there was some type of an intimacy happening there. But then you think about it, um, Kiely and Nate were rumored to be dating. I don't know if that's factual, but it's a rumor.
That's a real
And
rumor. It was running around Truckee, though, just so you know.
yeah, and so it, I don't know
It's
how to
two
really
people. It's
explain
two
it.
people. I'm sorry to interrupt you, ma. It's two people. You let's say, for example, I'm gonna make it. Let's say, for example, would you believe there would be a motive to kill someone? Let's say, for example, you broke up with your boyfriend. Your boyfriend has a bad temper. He think he runs shit just because he's the alleged leader of the goons in Truckee,
Hmm.
and he think he's mighty power, and he could get away with murder again. Grandma, grandpa, family members, and administration, politics, all these other real estate. Sammy's mom, she not just own a law firm, but also the security guards, the private security guard company that watch over Prosser is Sammy's mom.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember that night one call that they ignored and they
Yeah.
mentioned Sammy.
Was that the one where the girl was acting crazy?
It was like a 911 call. I heard the 911 call, and it was one part that they say something like a code name Sammy, like Sammy
Ooh.
being there type of shit, and they ignored the call.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. It's been a while, but I was thinking of the one where they were saying that they
That
seen
was
the
like in the
car.
very beginning though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So let's add some more to that. Let's say an ex-boyfriend is pissed off because she left him. Oh, and she about to leave town, and she having a little flame with, not flame, let's not, a little love bug with Nate, and Sammy having a love bug with Nate too. Don't you think that it would be very convenient for Jagger and Sammy to get rid of Kiely out
I
of
mean, yeah,
anger, out of jealousy, out of like if
yeah,
you ain't no one's, out of just possession?
yeah, absolutely. I believe that, and I'll say this too. Um, I've said a lot of times that jealousy kills. Okay, so when people are just so jealous and so blinded by love or whatever, and you're young, you don't know what you're capable of, and love will make you do some crazy, stupid things, um, including off somebody. And yeah, that's a obvious motive. Whether it was Sammy and Jagger or whether it was Sammy and Nate, I think somewhere in there jealousy played a huge role.
And
Mr. Speakman Holding, I was about to go to you. Go ahead, brother.
I want to say that I can conclusively say, based on the facts and the situations, that Sammy was the ringleader that brought about Kiely Rodni's death. And here's why I say that. She took it upon herself, and the law enforcement allowed this, to tell all the kids to come to her, no parents, no law enforcement, nobody. Tell them what they know to her. This was what her way of filtering information, and this also was her opportunity to get everybody to agree on a story. See, this is a crime. Why would the community, working in conjunction with law enforcement, permit that type of situation with Sammy? That right there is direct evidence that law enforcement was covering up the murder of Kiely Rodni.
Okay, if you allow me, can I also add to that? A lot of people was like, why we don't see no pictures and no video, no footage of the party? Like it was really a party. Like we don't believe that. And also, a lot of people did not believe the fire cam footage due to that it came from SF Investigate. I have an insight of why that came. I might be responsible to that, but I will explain myself in a little bit. But Sammy have the opportunity to gather everyone that he was at the party, pick up pictures, video, advice, narrative enforcer, and make sure that everyone is on the same page. Listen, if I go, y'all all gonna go with me. Period. So you speak, you speak, you speak. I'm speaking too. My mom is have the best firm in the area, and I don't think any lawyer is gonna represent you. I'm just letting you know right now. So if I were you, play along. You know what I'm saying? Take this lollipop, go home, enjoy it. But make sure you shut the fuck up. Can that be a possibility?
Yes, that's a possibility, but you got to always remember, Kiely Rodni's mother never put up a fight because remember, she's familiar with the Truckee way. She know how things will go if she go against the grain. She didn't stand up for her daughter. She never came out and really, push for pictures of her daughter to be public because really, like I say, she's well aware of the Truckee way and the way that they handle things down there when it comes to certain people, certain big names, certain people with the money, some people that own the property, that control the industries down there. So it's no doubt it's a cover up. That's just not how police work is done. It's not how it's done.
Larissa, um, you have a vast experience due to the, if you allow me to say, due to the U.S. survivor yourself of domestic violence. Can we say that a possessive man, a man that is out of control due to the love bug got him a little too crazy? Can we say that a possessive man would go to the extent to kill their companion?
Oh, 100%. And it happens a lot more than you think it does. It doesn't get talked about as often. And that's why I'm so open about my domestic violence story, because I'm hoping that one day somebody shares theirs. But the reality of it is, there is really people out there that are, if I can't have you, nobody can. It's a real life thing. Even to the point where, even if you're just being hit or beat up on every other day, right? It's just
Yeah.
a pattern of what's happening. All it takes is one accident. All it takes for them to get mad and lose their temper and push you down. You hit your head the wrong way and you're dead. You fall down the stairs, you break your neck. Things like that happen. So, absolutely 100% a possibility that somebody as possessive as that could definitely do that.
Mr. Speak One Holding, I have a question for you, sir. Due to that you are a scholar of the Book of Law, also my advisor and my representation in court. For those that don't know, in a case of a minor dying like this, and let's say for example, right, the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. Okay, first and foremost, we just retract and get back. In this case of Kiely Rodni, due to that she's a minor, the mother has the custody. Like the mother has the final say so within, let's say, the investigation, or let's say the mother had total power of decision.
She would have total power of decision as far as the daughter, but not a criminal investigation.
So, for example, will Lindsay actually? Lindsay reached out to me with her new last name on IG. I don't check my IG DMs and stuff like that. I don't even get alerts of that. But she was on my DMs. Or someone that passing by her, make it look like it was her or whatnot. But can, for example, if the state has a case, and this Kiely Rodni case, for example, would the mom have the authority, for example, like to tell the state to cease and desist the investigation?
No. I'm finna explain something to what a lot of people don't know, and the legal community will never tell you this here. Whenever a criminal act happens, the mother and father or whoever relatives has nothing to do with it. This is why it's the state versus that defendant. The state, which is a corporate fiction, what you got to remember is I always say the state versus you. If you do some research, you'll know that every state is what they call a fiction. It's an artificial person. So this is why they use the prosecutor to come in and prosecute on behalf of the state. This is why it's not you versus them, it's the state. The state say, oh, they violated our law against the peace and dignity. No, no victim family has any say so about a criminal matter whatsoever.
Especially if they, for example, if they had, let's say, for example, if that was the case, they had Jagger as a suspect. That never came out. But if Jagger was a suspect due to that he was residing at the lodge, because as we speak, if I'm not mistaken, back then when this happened, Jagger was still living with Lindsay at the lodge. I don't know if y'all heard this.
I did not.
So if Jagger was living,
So
go
I
ahead.
believe. Okay, I have a bad lag, so my bad. But um, Jagger had just moved 4 hours away from Kiely. He didn't move and stay at the lodge until I believe after she went missing.
So he was. So you said that you heard that he was staying at the lodge like after she went missing.
Right, because I believe what had happened was he had just recently moved 4 hours away from her. Um, and I don't know if that's why they split up or not. Um, but yeah, he moved 4 hours away from her. And then after she went missing is when he started being at the lodge all the time and kind of residing there.
Okay, I got you. Speak by holding. If someone still receives mail to a residence, that's considered them living at that residence.
If it depends on if they assert that they live there. You can receive mail somewhere and not actually live there. So it depends on, let's say, for example, I say this is my mailing address, but I don't live there. But if I say this is my mailing address and I'm sometimes there, then you live there.
Okay, because that's the allegations within the strict talk. Truckee talks a lot, but never came out. You know what I mean? Like, how can you not come forward to the authorities, but then you still could come to YouTube or 4chan or Facebook and talk everything that you talk about, I guess, for clout, but you never came forward to the authorities. So again, it's a lot of people saying a lot of things. So for example, I just want to put it for example. So if Jagger was living at the residence, and let's say by any chance he had anything to do with this crime, because I don't care they talk about it. This is an accident. This is no accident. Stop playing with me. Yeah. Would that be called domestic violence with murder?
Repeat that.
If Jagger had anything to do with this, which again, no one is blaming the boy about nothing. But let's say, for example, if that was the case, would that be called domestic violence with murder?
You asked me if there was domestic violence involved.
If that would be called in the legal term like domestic violence with murder.
I don't think I understand what you're asking.
I think it would just be a murder charge. And maybe a domestic violence charge
Yeah.
included, but I don't think it would be domestic violence with murder.
Yeah, it would be that.
Okay.
They would just charge you with two separate crimes: domestic violence,
yes,
and murder.
Because if I'm not mistaken, when I spoke with Nevada County Sheriff, okay, they They literally told me that the mother don't want to go forward with the investigation.
Okay, let
And
me
they,
say this here.
yeah, go ahead, brother.
It's it's not up to the mother. See, the mother cannot say, "Hey, I don't want an investigation into a crime." It don't work that way. So it doesn't happen. That
What I want to explain that term. When they brought up the accident that they confirmed it was an accident and all this stuff, the mother was happy with the result of the investigation and told her like, yeah, I'm happy with the, okay, it's an accident, let's leave it alone. Like, do she have like any type of say so? You know what I mean? Like if the authorities want to keep on investigating after it was proclaimed an accident, if you know, like the FBI right now, allegedly the FBI has the case right now. It got off from Nevada County because Nevada County got a resolution. CHP never came with incident report because it was no traffic accident, and also it didn't have no jurisdiction because this accident was not on a local road and it was not on a highway. It was on a trail on a federal reservoir, where technically it's a federal, it's FBI jurisdiction, right?
well, it may you gotta understand that it may be FBI land, but when you start looking at their bylaws, that's Truckee. The FBI can't come in and take control of a local situation simply because it's federal land, unless there was a federal violation. And that's where the jurisdiction come in at. This is why they can't come in, because anything that the FBI try to do outside their jurisdiction is void, because they are acting outside the law. Nothing that they do would be considered within the law. It's just void.
So why would it be the reason why FBI picked up the CRV and whatever evidence they have and took it all?
Well, initially, initially they was saying, remember, they was trying to make it look like somebody, Sammy was trying to make it look like somebody kidnapped her and took her somewhere, probably to another state. And this is why they got involved, because they thought maybe, because when you go over state lines with kidnapping, it's a federal thing. But once they found out that, okay, or once they concluded or pretended that that's not the case, they have to back out. They can't continue to come up in there. And so, you know, they the FBI simply just don't have jurisdiction to come in situations. Just because you see them there, they're there to determine if this is a federal violation, dealing with trafficking, kidnapping, taking somebody over state line.
Okay. Larissa, I have a question for you. Did you heard like in the very beginning of this when Sammy was talking, when she was saying that someone definitely was involved on her when she was talking about that it was a possibility that show that someone adopted her.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Could have could have that be a possibility that actually she got taken away and they just replaced her body and that's why they didn't do a proper forensic report because they knew that that would not become Kiely Rodni at the end of the test?
Um so again, you have to think in this case, there's a lot more speculation and rumor than there is actual factual information. Um, so rumor has it that 7 years ago, there was a girl that went missing, almost the same exact description as Kiely. Um, and there's no information on this missing girl. And so I had thought that it was a possibility that maybe that girl 7 years ago was abducted for trafficking. And then she got used up maybe or whatever, and they needed a new replacement body, who knows. So then they took Kiely and they took this other chick from 7 years ago. They abducted, offed her, and put her in the back of the car instead. I
So
have
for
thought about
example,
that.
go ahead, mom. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I have thought about that because of those rumors. There was even, I think, another girl who went missing prior to Kiely, just a little bit prior. There's no information on that girl either. So it is a possibility that might not have been her in the back of the vehicle.
Because again, it was no forensic. They confirmed this. They confirmed that that was Kiely Rodni due to proper procedure on the forensic department. It was
It may
just a
not have
human.
been her, and
Go
that's
ahead,
the
bro.
reason why they didn't have a funeral.
Right. Like they give the body back, whatever body back to the family. They cremated her next day.
Hmm.
Like to tamper with the evidence. Let's say, let's just cremate this body and we done. The case over.
Well,
Right.
it's an established fact that when you find a person body and you quickly cremate them, you're trying to cover up something. And the main reason for them saying it was an accident is so that they could not say foul play murder, because they knew that at any point in time, the families that be, the kids that be, that has something to do with it, can be charged later down the line, because there's no statute of limitation for murder. So to protect everybody, accident. So now they don't have to worry about murder.
Larissa, did you heard that he was $1 million bag on Kiely Rodni on the insurance?
I did not hear that. No.
She had the family allegedly had a insurance policy that if he in case of death, if it was an accident, it was $1 million bag that it was going to Lindsay. And this is like right after or in the middle of around the pandemic situation that they're not having clients on the lodge. They're not being booked. The band is not gonna be hasn't been booked in no events. Everybody has to be you know separated and whatnot. I know a lot of financials they started to use the money that they save, and I believe at some point it could be a low money level that at some point $1 million could be the fixing of all problems.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, people do it all the time. There's women who take life insurance policies out on their husband and plan and orchestrate their deaths for the money. And that kind of does make sense because the pandemic did fail a lot of businesses, and they were trying to sell the lodge at one point, were they not? So, like, I would love to look into that actually and see if I could find anything on that, because that would be really, really big.
That'll be good, and nobody better than you to look into that, though. Especially you being so close to the area that you could actually dig in a little quicker than me. That'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
good.
definitely looking up that.
Talking about that in the future. And also, let's talk a little bit about the fire camps. Do y'all believe on the fire camps?
No.
I don't.
All right.
No.
And I like to get that take out of my collaborators because I want to share a little story. At some point of the investigation of the Kiely Rodni case, I was approached by investigative group from Twitter. I don't want to mention their name because one of them it was like that girl that we was talking about earlier on the text. I don't know if you remember, Larissa.
Oh yeah.
So she was part. She actually is or was part of that group. I had no idea. And they reached out to me and they let me know some information about SF Investigate, and then I did a little digging and stuff. And it seems that SF Investigate that one Saturday, August 13th, that Saturday that he got there and put the drone in the air, allegedly he found Kiely Rodni but kept it on a hush and ran to Lindsay and collect the money. And that's why the money never showed up to pay AWP, because allegedly SF Investigate got paid for a hush money because he found what he confirms this. If the after AWP found Kiely, SF Investigate went to his Twitter and posted his own footage with the drone right on top of the CRB. That's when I got blocked. But he posted and tweeted a footage and with captions saying, like, damn, I was so close. And then his excuse was that footage from that day, he didn't filter it. Like he didn't went through the footage. But you looking for someone that is missing. You're gonna record all this footage and you are not gonna go over it after you're done. So he posted, this is real. This is real. This is real shit. It's not allegedly, no, this is real shit. He posted the footage from his drone right on top of the CRB. You can see the CRB in the bottom of the lake with those captions, and then brought an excuse. So, like, I'm like that. I call Nevada County Sheriff right away. Yo, I got something for you. You need to check this out. Check this Twitter feed. These men knew where Kiely Rodni was Saturday, August 13th. And the money that disappeared, $75,000 that he was supposed to go to AWP, he went to these men's pocket to shut up. Go and knock on his door. You need to check this out. 2 days later, because I have a communication with them, and I called the next day, hey, what happened? You know, allegedly they knocked on his door. And this is why this footage came out. Because allegedly he wanted to embarrass Nevada County Sheriff and everyone that he was investigating. Because none of them came with this footage. They was having this footage on a hush-hush. And due to that, he got his door knocked about the footage and all this other stuff. Out of spite, he came out there with the fire cam footage and told the public, well, look at this. Nevada County Sheriff didn't even want to come up with this, but here's the footage of the fire cams, which he came up legitimate because we went to the site, and before they took the site down, before even it blew up in the internet, I was already on top of it. I was already watching the footage, the original footage of that night. Not the edited version that they have here on YouTube, because just so y'all know, the edited versions that they put in YouTube, they did that stuff purposely to get the people to think that the footage was fake. Even Checker TV had my phone number. I was talking to Checker TV to Twitter. I give Checker TV my first, last, and phone number because I know that I knew that as long as he have it, Lindsay have it, Daniel have it, Grandpa have it, everyone had it. They never reached out to me because they knew I was on some bullshit. I really wanted to tick them off and be like, hey, you know that I know, right? I hope you know. So that's why a lot of people don't know about this, because obviously I always been a small channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. And what I've been talking about this case, people can't believe that someone like me, small channel like me, would go to the extent to put hands and feet on the investigation, like literally give my first and last phone number, my address. Nevada County Sheriff in the same way as Moscow PD. Do you need my social security number? So you know that what I'm telling you is legit. So you don't think that I'm playing with this shit. Oh, also, this is my YouTube channel, Jrod Point. Check out what I'm talking about. Which I didn't see no content creator getting hands and feet in this case like me. I understand that I don't want no credit, but at the same time, all this is real. The camera footage is real. This is legit shit. In the timeline show, when allegedly this vehicle went inside of the water, Checker TV started playing with the footage. All the content creators started playing with the footage and started making the people believe like this footage was not legit. Because again, I believe they were getting donations from Truckee. This is why I came with the short. This is why I came with the short. The true crime community is compromised. And that I was celebrating because I found out who they were. Megan snitch on everyone. She snitch on everyone. She snitch on Icky Big. You remember Bryan Upchurch comedy and true crime. I put the footage. It's on this channel. The 3 videos that I put this is actually exclusive videos because those videos are not in Bryan Upchurch channel no longer. And actually he's getting paid out of my video. He's getting copyright out of that. So every view in those videos, he get a little money out of that, which is not much, but it's a little like Bryan Upchurch to say that he's getting some money out of Jrod. Okay, big shout out to Bryan Upchurch. That's my guy, man. The same way Dak Burn is my guy. You know what I mean? I went hard on Bryan Upchurch a long time ago. But little by little, I start understanding that there is certain things that sometimes, it just is what it is. And us as men, we need to respect all the men that are actually doing the right thing, which is exposing what's going on with this case. If it wasn't for Bryan Upchurch, this case would have not got to where it is at this day today with this popularity. So again, a lot of people need to thank Bryan Upchurch for this case having the light that he has in this day today, because if it wasn't for him, no one would be talking about this. And I understand that, and I respect that. You know what I mean? And out of that respect, that's why you see me that I post these videos, you know what I mean, to promote him. He don't need my promotion. He's already famous. But out of a gesture, like, dude, listen, I understand. I respect you. Let me put this little olive branch right here, so you know that I don't mean no harm. You know what I mean? I just want to help. I just, even if I ever had the chance to have a conversation with Bryan Upchurch, that'll be a good thing, because I will get to pick his brains and things that he probably don't share with the people, and they are things that are relevant. It's a reason why this man is getting sued from their family. Not even Lindsay is involved with that. Just Bryan the dad. You know what I'm saying? So we believe that this man is being targeted too. You know what I mean? Just because he got to a level that he put this case to such a light, then now they all pissed off with him. So we have to give the man the benefit of the doubt too. So let me not just keep lingering with this conversation on my side of the fence. So in that footage from the fire cams, I know that y'all disagree with me. I totally understand and I respect that, but let me just give you a little insight about it. It shows at the time that the vehicle allegedly went inside of the water. We could not see who was around the vehicle because it was very dark. But we could confirm that it was a lot of people around the area. She had to pass people. She had to pass around people for her to go in the water. Because at the tree line, you don't see nothing but people lights, cars. It was people. It was not 300 people. It was a good 60 to 50 people. Which again, 60 and 50 people, that's a pretty big crowd. People don't see it as a big crowd, but when you put 50, 60 people, 70 people, that's a pretty big crowd. Now as big as 300, but again, no 300 people there. It was not 200 people there. Even the news station said that it was less than 100 people. In the very beginning of this case, news stations said that it was less than 100 people at the party. Then that we came with these 300 people from many places, from around outside of the town and stuff like that, to make it more complicated for authorities, to make authorities think like, damn, this is gonna be a mess. But it was less than 100 people.
Jrod.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to sign off.
Yeah, I know it's been already 2 hours, brother. You told me an hour something. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you being here for 2 hours, brother.
Yeah, it's no problem. I appreciate being on here and talking. I think you keep her name is hard for me to say, Larissa.
Larissa.
Say it again.
Yes.
Okay, it was good to meet you, and I enjoyed your take on it. And I hope we can do this again. And y'all have a nice day.
Can we get back to this? Can we pick it up where we left it? Let's say soon. Just give me a ring with it.
Okay.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Big shout out to Speak Bang Holding and round of applause to him. Larissa, I'm not gonna keep you here for too long because I know you have things to do also. But I just wanted to share with you. I just wanted to share with you my take on the fire cams, which again, I want to repeat it because I lost all my content from the big page, and I think I just want to refresh the people, and especially now that you're here, it's for me to explain this side of defense that a lot of people have not heard. But in the fire cams, we could tell that it was a lot of people. I want to explain. By 9:30, you remember that they said that Kiely Rodni got there by 10 p.m.
Right. And Sammy was there at 9.
Okay. So, and you also remember that Sammy said that Kiely was so intoxicated that she parked the car outside of the party.
I don't recall her
I don't know if you heard
saying that she parked the car outside of the party. From my understanding, from what has been said from a few people, is that the car was parked in next to other people's cars there.
Okay. So in the footage, we could tell, because remember on that theory that they got away with her and did things to her, she has to be isolated. So we have a vehicle by 9:30, all the way from 9:25 to 9:48, almost to 9:50. We have a vehicle that it was parked at the shore of the lake with the lights on between 9:30 and 9:50. That's where we believe, or at least myself believe, that that's when she got killed. After that happened, they drove her CRV back to the spot at the tree line. You know that is the intersection. Comes from the road. You turn right to go to the sanctuary, and if not, you go straight towards the lake where she fell off. The CRV, if that was the CRV, that vehicle went back right to the spot to where the intersection was, and he parked right there at the intersection. Do you remember that they were talking about that the white pickup truck was blocking the road that he was going towards the lake?
Oh, yes, that white pickup truck. Jesus, I've seen it everywhere.
I
Yes.
believe the CRV got parked right behind the white pickup truck.
Okay.
You remember that they talk about the argument between friends
Right.
and
The
the
fight.
fight
Yep.
broke out and bats came out. I believe guns came out too. You remember Megan talking about, yeah, it was like a fight, da 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 da, between the boys and this and that. I believe that that fight was Kylie's friends versus Kylie's friends. Do you understand me? Like the Kylie friends that did that to her, and the Kylie's friends that find out what they did to her, and now was about to be on and popping. Someone knew that she was dead already. That's why the fight broke out. Everything got broken, got separated. Everyone went their way. They kept her at the intersection, probably inside on the back of the CRV, already dead. Again, this is what I've been saying. That CRV, if she was dead when she was got, if she was, let's say, beat up or whatever they did to her, if she was in the back of the CRV dead already, and like they said that her face, it was all messed up. Let's say if they beat her up to the point that she died out of impact, out of getting massively beat up, jumped by the girls. It had to be blood in the back of the CRV, right?
Right.
No one, no one has mentioned if ever police found blood in the back of the rug or the carpet of the CRV. No
You
one
know
said
what?
anything about that.
I'm going to have to look back at some of my stuff because I think that somebody had at one point sent me a photo, and it was a zoomed in photo of discoloration of the what would it be considered, upholstery of the car? I don't know. The carpet, whatever it is in the car. There was some type of discoloration, and people were thinking it was, but was it you? It was you. It was you. You sent it to me. Oh my God. I was like, who the hell sent that to me? It was so long ago. Yeah, you did.
I know. We've been
You were
talking
sitting
about
there
this
like,
case
oh
for
yeah.
a long time.
Oh God, that's funny. That was funny. I'm so sorry. There's so
No,
many
you're
people
good
who
though.
reach out to me like on a daily basis that, and it's crazy because a lot of our subscribers, a lot of people who watch us, who look at us for this content, they're a big reason why we have a lot of the info we do, because these people know how to research and dig, and I get sent a lot of good stuff that's really useful and factual. So yeah, like you were the one that sent me that photo, but yeah, I was like, let me look back at my stuff. I know I have it somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah, because it was looking like a bloody fingerprint, like on the mark of the frame of the
Yeah.
window. It was
Right.
like the frame of the window is like someone put a bloody hand, like either to get out of the vehicle or something. And by the way, Amy, I want to answer to you. I believe, because remember, this is where I want to get to. Allegedly, she had a fight with Sammy. That was what people been talking about since the very beginning. Even Doug Bishop, big shout out to Doug Bishop, mentioned in the documentary that a lot of people in Facebook groups were talking about that this was more nefarious than what people think, and that Kylie actually had a fight with Sammy that night. Also was mentioned The Kiely got jumped by the girls because Kiely won the fight. You remember Sammy said that that night it was no debate about who won the fight.
Right.
So this is just, again, take it with a grain of salt. We're not trying to enforce no type of narrative. If we're just going with the story, with the story that they brought up to us, you know. So if
Oh
this
yeah,
fight,
definitely.
yeah, go
Just
ahead.
look at what can you do in a case, right, where there's little to no factual information in it? All you can do is go along with what they're telling us and make your own theories and opinions based off what they gave us. So
Yep,
a lot of what has been put out is a lot of hearsay, um, a lot of rumors, a lot of just talk, a lot of lies, a lot of contradictions, things of that sort, right? Um, so yeah, like this is just an open conversation, like this is not us trying to do a narrative at all. This is just an open dialect to what we've been told.
yep. And also, I want to say, due to that was put out there about a fight between Sammy and Kylie, Keely, how they used to call her over there, Keely. I don't know why, but I don't know why they give her that pronunciation. But for me, it's Kiely Rodni. So allegedly, due to that she won the fight, do you remember they were saying that that night she had a blue hat? Do you remember the story about the blue hat? There was a picture with her with a blue hat facing the back backwards. I don't know if you remember that picture of the blue
Mm-mm.
hat.
No, not that. All I remember really is like the sweaters because that was a really big thing. And I know that one of the Jane Does said she was wearing a sweatshirt too, I believe. Oh my God, I just figured it out. Okay, sorry. So I've been
No, go
trying to
ahead.
figure out something. Okay. So Nick, the tow truck guy, when he gave the description of who he saw the next day after everything or whatever, and this is just me going off of what I was thinking. Um,
Hmm.
he mentioned, because they were like, well, what was the girl wearing that you saw? Because I don't think that he saw Kylie. I think he could have mistaken her for somebody else because I think Kylie was already in the back of the car. And that's why they were acting so weird. But, and that's if his story is true. I really don't know. But he
And
did
at this day
mention,
today, we still don't know if that story is true though, because there's no
we don't.
video came out, and you know how the internet is. As long as it's a video out there to fetch, they'll get it.
Right.
They'll
So,
hack it. They'll hack it and they get it. So it's weird that this video never came out.
yeah. And I can talk about that too and elaborate on that too and what my thought process on that
Please,
is.
please,
But
please,
so,
please.
so, okay. Nick mentioned the girl wearing a gray sweatshirt. Jane Doe from the Chronicles of Olivia, I believe that's where I heard it from, is where she said Kylie was wearing a sweatshirt that night. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it. And I believe she said it was a gray sweatshirt. I have to fact check it, so don't take my word for it right now. But that to me is big because they did say it was raining that day or that night. And I remember that from that. So I'm going to have to go look at that. But to elaborate on the tow truck thing. Okay. So we've already said that there's a lot of things that aren't so far-fetched to think about and believe, okay? But with the tow truck guy, before the fire cams even came out, anything, this guy is getting pictures shown to him. He's pointing out, oh, this is this person, so and so. And um, they're like he's a 9 out of 10 match. So whatever picture that Doug showed Nick, the tow truck driver, he positively identified the dude that was there with him, right? That video dropped, and I believe that everybody in that community was watching AWP to see what the hell was going on, right? What are they going to find? How are they going to find her? What's the video going to be presented as? Whatever. So this guy, not knowing the full extent to what's really going on, because it was still early on in the case and we still had hardly any information, she wasn't found yet, comes out and says, hey, I have camera footage on our trucks and I'm going to positively identify this guy. And whoever Nick saw that next day, which is that Saturday, or whenever he had seen her, which I believe it was the Saturday or the Sunday, he positively identified that person. Well, I feel like if AWP, one of the members from them, went to Ryan's house and was terrified and said, oh my God, the Pelosi's are involved, right? What makes you think if AWP stopped talking and they're scared of this case, what makes you think that Nick, the tow truck driver, who said he had video footage and clearly pointed out a picture of a kid, what makes you think that they didn't go for him to shut him up? And that's why I feel like he could be credible, because if you think about it, Nick really didn't do any other interviews like SF did or Check It did or what's it called, or like AWP did. He didn't do all those interviews like everybody else. He kind of just disappeared.
Did
And
you
that's a
heard
little
that he
odd to
called?
me.
Do you heard that he called a domestic violence case against his girlfriend not long after that?
You know what? I didn't hear that. And that's really unfortunate. And I don't condone that whatsoever. But, and that's crazy that that happens. But I hate to say it, like, and I don't support domestic violence or abusers or anything at all. But I hate to say, I feel like he saw somebody the next day. I don't think it was Kiely. I think he saw somebody the next day. And I think that they're scaring him, to be honest. And maybe who knows, maybe he's never done anything criminal in his past or anything like that. And maybe just the stress of what happened with this case and all eyes on him and everything else, right? He's just being attacked on the media and tore apart and all this shit. Ryan is dragging him online saying he's total bullshit, right? And people can be discouraged and be like, nobody believes me. And then the people at his job are looking at him funny. We don't know what happened to Nick after the fact, or how his life turned out after the fact that he came out and spoke up. So there could be a reason why he did that, and I'm not giving an excuse to that, but there could have been some type of a life issue that caused him to go down a bad path. And it could have possibly been what happened here with Kiely's case, you know?
And you know what though? When that information came out, I got the feeling, he mentioned the perfumes in the
Mm-hmm.
middle console. At that moment, I thought that if Kylie was in the back of the CRV, if she was dead the morning, that same morning, early morning at 12:30 some or what now, or whatever, let's say she died at the party,
Mm-hmm.
okay? The body around that time and way before that start dumping the insides out.
Mm-hmm.
That will create a smell. The perfumes could be there to mask the body, to mask the stench,
Yeah.
because someone was coming to service the vehicle and they didn't wanted that person to smell the body in the back.
Right. And that
That
is a
could be a
good thought.
possibility.
Like, that is, I didn't even think of that. And that's a great thought to have, because I do genuinely believe that if his accounts are true, and if he did see somebody the next day, that it was not Kiely who he's seen, because you have to remember, nobody ever called off Kylie's phone. Kylie's phone was lost or dead or whatever the heck happened to her phone, because I don't even think they even found it yet. So
Do you
They didn't
believe the
even.
story about authorities having her phone?
I don't.
I believe that what it gave the last ping location was actually the laptop and not the cell phone, because the laptop was connected to the phone account.
Yeah, and that's a huge possibility too, and that could have happened. I
And
think
let's say the
that,
killer could have the phone where due to whatever probably could be on the phone.
yeah, absolutely. And here's another thought that I've had. You know, when you look at certain people's pages on social media, like you look at Kate's page, she occasionally will post Kiely, you know, because that was one of her friends, right? Then you
Yeah.
look at Sammy's page and she posts nothing at all of Kiely, but they were inseparable during this party and they were becoming really close friends. They would go drink boba together. My thought process on that is I think that maybe Sammy found out that Nate and Kiely were possibly dating. I feel like she figured out where Kiely was working. She went in there one day, tried to make besties, and set her up. And I
I
believe that's kind
believe
of how
that.
Sammy falls into everything. I believe she walked into Kylie's job while she was working one day. And hear me out, because people are crazy, women are crazy. I'm telling you right now, this is not something I would do, is to murder somebody over a boy, but I would probably go and try and like look at the person and figure out who my man is being with now. I would go investigate a little bit, you know? And so I feel like maybe that's a possibility for her. Maybe she figured out that they were dating. She's just like, "Oh, where's she work? Ask all this information, whatever." Starts going to her job, starts making buddy buddy with her, making her think that she's Kylie's friend. And it's really not that. But let's invite Kiely to this place where we know she's just going to get fucked up because this is my place. I'm the person who parties and I'm this. That's Sammy's world,
Yeah, Queen bitch.
right? Kiely went and took a step into Sammy's world. So I feel like there's definitely motive for Sammy there. There's definitely something that happened there. They took a 16-year-old minor girl who has never been in trouble, maybe a fucking traffic violation, whatever, who graduated early, who was obviously focused on her studies and not partying, to graduate at 16 and be able to go to a college. That was not Kylie's world. Kylie's world was playing music and being with her friends and doing those things. Her world was not to go, hey, I'm going to go hit this party and go get fucked up.
Right.
That's Sammy's thing. Okay.
No, and
So that,
allegedly she was supposed to be the designated driver that day.
yeah, correct. But who knows? What if they slipped something into her drink because they were sharing drinks, right? What if they
Right.
weren't sharing drinks and that's just Sammy's spin on her story? They put something in her drink. Her body couldn't handle it. She ODs. Everybody's like, oh shit, like whatever. Let's have her away with her. They all think it's funny because they're all drunk. They're fucking around. And then boom, they put her in the back of the car. Start panicking, don't know what to do with her, this, that, and the other. They're still a little bit messed up from the night before of partying, right? So they don't realize that the car is in neutral and that's why it's not working. So they start panicking. And then Nick comes and services them, but they don't call from Kylie's phone because Kylie's phone is nowhere to be found. They used somebody else's phone. It would be nice to know whose number Nick supposedly called when he serviced her car, because that would be big to know who was actually there and who actually called. Whose phone was used to call the tow truck driver? You know what I mean? And
Right.
and I can understand where Jagger says Kiely didn't ever call roadside assistance. Kiely didn't call roadside assistance from what you can see because they never used her phone. So maybe they thought, oh, she never called this. This is a fake narrative. And that's what kind of sent us all into Jagger knows. He doesn't know nothing. This guy's a plant, right? But
Mm.
when you think about it all, they never called from Kylie's phone. There will be no record of Kiely calling roadside assistance. Who called
Yeah, because
roadside assistance?
it would be record of that.
Right, there would be record if they used her phone to call the company. But I'm pretty sure that Lindsay can't say or whatever. And if the police would have done a proper investigation, they could have looked into all of their call logs and seen who called, right? But nobody did that. They were like, "Oh, Kiely's phone is missing. There's no record of her calling roadside assistance, so we're just going to go with that." They didn't even try to look and find out, "Oh, who did he call? Is this guy legit? Whatever." Why didn't nobody? They came out and they fake news Slxughter Singh so quick. "Oh,
And
this chick is fake news, this and that," publicly.
and do you remember the as I investigate said that when that they dismissed the Nick narrative right away as soon as authorities heard that,
Yeah.
because authorities they asked SF investigates what AWP told him or whatnot, and I guess AWP shared the Nick narrative with authorities, and authorities dismiss right away because even SF
Yeah.
investigated allegedly was there, which said that soon as they put the narrative about Nick, it got dismissed right away because authorities said right away like that's even impossible, that like they made it look like that the Nick story was totally fabricated.
Absolutely.
um that just kind of like it did throw me off back then. It did throw me off, like outside of the norm, because I was actually thinking that due to she got reported missing by 5 p.m., they still had time to get rid of the body and dump him where it was before she got reported. You know what I'm saying? Like keep the body
So,
around, whatnot. And the Nick situation happened, and then right after they left Nick, they just went straight to Prosser and dump her body. That was my belief back then.
mhm.
But soon as authorities dismissed the whole Nick situation, I started put two and two together. Like for example, back then when this story came out, allegedly, on his own words, this was the biggest lead that they ever had in this case, and it was never confirmed from investigators. It was never confirmed like by no one. Like far as my reach and far as my understanding and the people that I talked about, and the like for example the in the press media, the pressers, like by the time he's having this conversation with AWP, they still was having press releases. Why they didn't mention the investigators got a new lead from a possible witness, that like they never mentioned the Nick situation far as from the officials to the media. Don't you think that that could be a major breakout of information that they should have shared with the people if that's indeed was reality?
Right. But that begs the question, right? Of why didn't they? Because, okay, and this is why my thought process is the way it is. When Slxughter Singh was coming and saying all of those things about Kiely and the case, and she was all
Yes,
over the place with everything, right?
yes,
They publicly, I believe it was Placer County or Nevada County, one or the other, publicly went on their social media platforms and said she's fake news. Okay. Now, if, in fact, with this being as big of a lead as it could have been if it was genuine and real, why wouldn't they come out and say, that's what you have to ask. Why didn't they confirm or deny anything? They could have been on social media like they did with Slxughter Singh saying, "Oh, this guy is a total fluke. This guy is bullshit. It was an accident. She went in night of the park." It is not that hard to go on social media and say, "This is false information. Do not listen to this information." But they did neither.
right. There's like the same thing. They didn't do that with the fire cams. If they were fake, that's why
Correct.
for me it's confirmed that those fire cams are legit because they never said nothing that these fire cams don't believe in these. It's because again they did reply to the community to certain narratives,
Right.
but they never the fire cams never got far as debunked like not real far as authorities goes. They never mentioned Nick and his story or like as a major breakout development that we have these major news because again he said that he was talking to investigators, that he was collaborating with them, that this and that. And another thing that he threw me off, that knowing for watching AWP for so long, knowing that Doug Bishop is so smart and so perceptive, like he senses stuff, right?
Right.
um I don't know how he, soon as Nick came up with this story, due to they were there due to Placer County, because they were there because Placer, someone in the Placer County got him there. How do we know this? Because AWP was in Placer County Sheriff garage filling up their air tanks. So it was a collaboration already. It was a liaison between AWP and Placer County Sheriff. It was a collaboration between them. So that, and the only way that you could get a collaboration like that, you have to have a liaison from the sheriff that got you there. Because again, you at the garage of the Placer County Sheriff filling up you air tanks, and the footage was out there. I seen it. That actually Josh
Mhm.
Can too. He have it on his page. A big shout out to Josh Can too. He had the footage of them being at the sheriff garage, the headquarters,
Mhm.
filling up on the diver side of things. They were filling up the tanks. They were filling them with air. So, and the only way they're gonna do that is having a collaboration directly with Placer County Sheriff. Because if they didn't have that collaboration with Placer County Sheriff, they would have to go to a third party, a private party, to fill up those tanks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
had to be an inside job far as AWP is here requested by Placer County Sheriff for them to go to Placer County Sheriff headquarters and fill up their tanks. So it's collaboration between the sheriff and AWP at a certain point.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, I understand.
So
Um,
if it was a collaboration between them, sorry to interrupt you.
you're good.
So if you traveling to Truckee, because you have a collaboration with Placer County Sheriff to do a search and rescue, how come that Nick came to you? He intercepted you. Nick found you and went with this story to you. Why you didn't call Placer County Sheriff and be like, hey, I have this guy here where I'm at. I'm not far away from where you at. Can you bring an officer over here or someone that is investigating the Kiely Rodni case? Because I have a witness here saying that he been talking to y'all, that this and that. I need to confirm this before I put this in the airways.
True.
That didn't happen.
Right.
That didn't happen. Like he like it's like they took it as content
Yeah.
on an active investigation. So if this total stranger come to you with such a reliable source of information and he's telling you a story and he said that he's collaborating with the investigators already, why won't you call real quick for 2 seconds the sheriff and be like, hey, can you confirm this for me? Because I need to know to do this right. Because if this person is a real witness, I don't think that I should be talking to them.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. And
Yeah, I
they
agree
ran with
with
the
that.
narrative, you know what I'm saying? So at some point, that right there, it seems weird. How can Doug didn't confirm because Doug was in charge of the operation. Because Jrod not there, so Doug was in charge. I feel that Dog, again, shout outs to Dog, not trying to, like, you know, put Dog in the pickle. But don't you think that we would have called Placer County Sheriff because they were in charge of the investigation at that point? Don't you think that we could have called real quick, like, hey, can you confirm this for me? And can you let me know if I could really talk to this guy?
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is why I love having conversation, because you can bounce stuff off of each other and you can agree to disagree and you can get other theories and other possibilities and things out there, because that makes a lot of sense too.
Cece, this is how we've been working this case since day one. We've been talking for a long time about this case.
Oh yeah, since the beginning.
Yes. And so I believe that that's why when SF investigates authorities about the situation of AWP and Nick, and then they reach out to AWP and they asking questions about it, they dismiss it. Because I feel that at that point, they would have looked at Dog and be like, but why you didn't call us?
Yeah.
Why you didn't reach out telling us about this? Why you didn't call us right away when you found Kiely Rodni?
Right.
You even said it on the video. Why, like, you wanted to call the family for what? You need to call us. What the family gonna do?
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? So at some point, I see that it was a discrepancy from AWP side of things. That he looked as shady. This is why Captain Sam Brown was saying that he was certain aspects of the AWP situation that he was shady. I don't know if you remember, we heard this out of Sam Brown's mouth.
So I look, I really have a hard time, I guess, with that police department, because
yes, me too.
And I'll say this, because whether the fire cam is real or it's not real, whether it's really what happened or it's not what happened, or whether the tow truck guy is telling the truth, or whatever theories, right, or whatever you think, right? It's clear that the police in this case are not doing a proper investigation and not doing their jobs. If you see in any normal case, you would see that there's so many pressers done and there's so much information confirmed or denied when those pressers are done. Even when they do their social media things, there's so much information confirmed and denied. Yes. My thing is, say that the fire cam was real and she did go in that night or whatever it may be, and the police department is doing this big national search, right? Why they didn't find her?
And Cece, they have her pin location Tuesday, August 9, when the first press release came out. They had the pin location right there when they already had her pin location.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. They had location pinned.
Right. How can you ignore? Like, you had to know that she was there. Again, it's like you said, if this was correct.
Yes.
You knew that her body was already there. And then it hit me and shocked me the worst when I hear Lindsay saying out her mouth, "Sweetie, hang in there. We will find you." You telling your daughter hang in there like you knew that she was inside of something somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, Lindsay knew, officers knew. It feels sometimes like in the only way they could have created this narrative to separate everything and everyone out of the cause is only knowing the truth of exactly what happened, how it happened, and who did it. Because if you start lying and bringing crazy narratives without knowing the truth, those narratives could bring you back full circle to the truth if you don't know the truth. But if you know the truth, you could create and craft a narrative that it will separate everything and everyone out of everything guilt. It's the only way that you could create the perfect lie. and he's knowing the truth. Do you
Right. And
remember that they gave him some kind of like, what was that? It was like a protection. I forgot the name. My language barrier. It was like an immunity or immunity
yeah, like
for them to
amnesty.
speak, and amnesties for them to speak.
Right.
So I believe what they give him that, and they say, okay, with this, you will not have no guilt, but you need to tell us the truth. I believe that they still lie because if, for example, they tell you halfway truth, halfway lie. They will give you some, but they're not gonna give you everything. Because, for example, Jagger and Sammy had immunity, right? So their friends don't have immunity. So if they, with immunity, tell the cops the story exactly how it happened, that it was a chance that they could have put in a predicament those friends, because then those friends would have got arrested and they're going to be looked at as snitches. So the only way to get away with that is telling them just enough. Well, the only thing that I know that I could tell you is where she is. That's all I could tell you. And from there, they took it from there. Knowing where the body was already, okay, now authorities gonna have to create all this story. Well, I guess we could make some money over here from the feds, you know what I'm saying? And get some overtime and this and that. At least we know where she's at. Nobody gonna find her because we are in charge of finding her. And of course, we're not gonna find her. But they inspect the AWP to not follow the rules. Because remember, they told AWP, and this is where I believe, which I could be wrong, that the whole story of Nick fits in, which is being sent off because authorities already know AWP is coming. Okay, Nick, I need you to go intercept these people. I need you to make sure that you put a BOCA. I need you to enforce a BOCA narrative to AWP because we will tell AWP the process is already checked up. That was the first thing we checked up. Process. If she's not there, we will tell AWP, don't worry about going there to process because we already cleared that whole area. So sending Nick with an narrative. Now we in the head of AWP, like, oh shit, we need to focus in process on BOCA. But due to AWP is there for search, but it's more there for content. The content, it was not enough because they remember Boca was low. It was not on their peak. Boca was low. Even Prosser was going down. So when AWP went over the area, they sweep Boca quick. They sweep Boca. They sweep all the bodies of water from around, and they were like, well, we didn't find nothing, and we still got time on our clock, right? Might as well let's go to Prosser. Bingo, found Kiely Rodni. But my problem that I have with that is why they didn't secure her ID. This is the theory about the trafficking comes in place. Because again, you remember that they were talking about that the body has some frost bites or whatnot. I don't know if you heard that. You know,
The sloshing, yeah.
yeah, it was people talking about that that could be that could be a body from the morgue. They got put in the back of the CRB and dumped in the water because Kiely Rodni was going somewhere else.
Possibly, yeah. And I am not going to kick anybody's theories and be like, no, that's not true or this and that. Like sometimes you just don't think about things other ways. So you talking to me about it is just like, whoa, because I'm kind of like, that makes sense too. Because, yeah, like it just like I've always thought like the autopsy didn't make any sense, and it was all just really weird. And I did feel like she wasn't the one in the back of the car. I felt like somebody else was in the back of the car for a really long time. And that does make sense. Like, and if it was trafficking, that is definitely possible for them to replace her body with somebody else so easily too.
that it looks just like her.
Right. That's
And
the
again,
thing.
where's the pictures of the forensics? You know, I mean, again, in the
None.
same way, a lot of people got the pictures of forensics of all the crimes and all the victims. How can no one got to the forensic pictures of Kiely Rodni or the details? No
Yeah. And
pictures. You know what I mean? Like something that we could have. You know, again, it's gross. I understand, and it's something that nobody really wanna get there to. You know what I mean? But at the same
right.
time, we need to ask these questions because it is nothing, it is no forensic detail by laboratory work. Because again, the only reason the Kiely Rodni the body got called and named Kiely Rodni was because the lead investigator made an affidavit saying under oath that that's Kiely Rodni. But nothing from forensic, they will confirm what he said in court.
Right.
So that tells me that it's a possibility of some kind of trafficking. If they flip the body, flip one body for another, Kiely Rodni goes wherever she was going. We're gonna replace her with a body's already dead. It's gonna be they already know it's gonna be in the water for a while. So it's gonna soften up from being froze. It's gonna soften up, you know what I mean? It's gonna thaw it out.
Right.
And and by the time they found her, it's just like another body. That's why when you told me about the trafficking theory, at one point I was a little resistant about it, but then I was like, dude, Larissa, she's on something because in reality, we don't even know if that was Kiely Rodni for real, for real.
Yeah, because everything in this case is so jacked up. It's literally non-factual. This is a case that I've seen with the least amount of factual evidence ever, I believe. Like, I have never seen something like this, especially something that got as much national coverage as it got. You mean to tell me that this girl had a fucking nation, people in other countries, all types of shit, looking at this case day in, day out? You got fucking people with 3 million subs on fucking YouTube blowing this case up. Country people, country rappers, whatever you want to call Ryan. You know what I mean? You got this guy out here blowing this up, national coverage. YouTube's talking about it. Social media is talking about it. Facebook, Twitter, all these places are talking about it. And you mean to tell me that this police department cannot give any updates on this national case? Why? Because it's bigger, I believe.
Yeah.
And part of me wants to believe that it is kind of out of the police department's hands. I feel like part of them is just like, we can't confirm or deny anything. We can't confirm or deny anything. Why? Because they know that that's going to be it for them. They're going to be cut, right?
And remember, they
So,
get donation out of those parties.
right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just too much that doesn't add up in this case. It doesn't make sense. There's not enough factual information for us to go off of anything. And anything's possible. And I just believe that this is bigger than it is because of how sloppy the case has been handled. They did not care when they recovered her car. They did not care when she was missing, because if you remember the Don Weston audio, he told me, and I confirmed this with another local that is a verified, trusted local. Okay. Two different locals have confirmed to me that they sent out notifications from Placer County telling the locals not to go search for her at Prosser.
But now that you say that,
Why
do
not?
you remember the SF investigate said that in the first week, like he got there what Saturday 13, but allegedly the word on the street was that when the cameras left, everyone left. That was in the first week.
Yeah.
When the cameras left, everyone left and went their way. It was no search. And after he got there, that second week, no helicopters, nothing. And it was really no one looking for her the second week.
Right.
It was just for show. Every time that we would bring in the cameras, okay, people, we need to look like we're doing something, okay? What about the search app? How can you have people searching for a missing person not logged in to the search app? So that means that whatever they found, if they don't declare it, is gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things that I believe that we should dig in into those things now that we have this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Should dig in certain of this stuff because I wanna dig in into more of your theory. I wanna dig in into that because
Yeah.
that there sounds relevant and it makes sense because the information that is available about this case, we only going by whatever they being presented, right? The public information, right?
Right.
Because we don't have no intricacy within the details within the reports and within like whatever the investigation we don't know none of that. We going for by public information that is being shared to us and a little sprinkle of whatever we could find by ourselves through conversations or communications or whatnot. We could
Right.
determine at this day today that we cannot trust human. I could swear on the oath right now and be lying to you because again I'm not gonna get caught. I'm an officer. I could say that was Kiely Rodni, but that was not Kiely Rodni. I'm an officer. I'm the prime investigator of this case. Why I'm gonna lie to you? You know what I'm saying? But you could be lying the whole time. And if it was no confirmation through forensics that was Kiely Rodni, no one can tell me that the trafficking possibility is not real because it's real. They could have flipped a body, and that's why they didn't do the forensics like they needed to do because they knew that was a whole different body. Because again, if she broke her wrist, right,
Mm-hmm.
plate have a number.
Oh
What
yeah.
what they couldn't identify her by the plate and on her body? Why they just got to make an incision in the same way they open you up from up here to down here. They could make a little incision and find out the number of the plate, and just by the number of that plate, bingo. You don't have to do nothing else. If
True.
you didn't have to do more homework, then too. She had braces at some point. So obviously the mold of of her teeth is on some in some office and some dentist somewhere in Truckee.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do no dental. You're not gonna tell me that her body didn't have no liquids with enough DNA inside of her. Again, if they because they tested the liver, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't get no DNA out of the liver.
Yeah. It's
It's a
weird.
liver that is inside of you. It's DNA all over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no reason for us at this day today not have a forensic report and a laboratory works that will tell us and certify this is Kiely Rodni by laboratory work.
Right.
So
Yeah.
no one
And
can tell me that the theory of trafficking is not a possibility.
oh, 100%. And you know what's really funny is that so many people, when I was saying that it was trafficking and everything else, were like, no, that's not it. Because if it was trafficking, then Sammy wouldn't be the star of the show and this and that and the other. And I was just like, you don't know how powerful these people are and how capable of doing things that these people are. They could put these kids up to anything, really, truly. Do I feel like that's what happened? No. But do I feel like we should keep digging into this crap and keep looking into everything that, yeah, we talked about today, because there was a lot of good stuff brought up? Like, absolutely, we keep digging and we keep looking and we keep trying to confirm things and bring out facts based off of public info. And all, and it's going to be really sad to say, and I hate to say this, but if this was like a trafficking situation, I don't think that we will ever truly have justice for Kiely. And it's because, like Speak said earlier, like, you're never going to stop that problem because it's so big. You know what I mean? So all we can do is at least bring awareness to her situation and really hope that it wasn't trafficking and hope that it was just, somebody that can actually get caught, you know? Um, but yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like we should keep looking into everything. I would love for Speak to work with us too, because he's great. I love him.
And she's very
And
researchful though. Like just like you are great doing your research. You have put so much work in this case. You also told me you want to dig in a little bit into the Idaho 4 case. I will be more than honored to share my information with you and see what we could get out of that. Again, the things that I know, Moscow PD knows. Like what I know about the Idaho 4 case, Moscow PD knows what I know. And the same thing with the Kiely Rodni case. Whatever I know, I already gave it to Nevada County Sheriff. You know what I mean? So it's like
excuse me.
I would love to share with you a little bit of more into the Kiely Rodni case whenever we have more time. If we could go live at some point next week or whenever you have the opportunity, um, we could do that. After do some more digging and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Uh, and also again I'll be honored to look into certain things in the Idaho 4 case. I'm almost to the point, right? I'm almost to the point to stop talking about the Idaho 4 case. And the reason why, I mean, again, I mean, already the Idaho 4 case, due to that case, I lost my channel. Due to that case, a lot of hate came in. Due to that, the information that I have about the Idaho 4 case, I'm still getting hate at this day today.
Oh, I was too. So I actually was doing TikToks about the Idaho 4 case, and I got nothing but hate from like covering that case, and I didn't understand why. So that's why I didn't cover it anymore. I took all my videos on it down. I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like, there's too many people like attacking me. I've never had anybody attack me so much over something. Like, I've been attacked in Kiely's case, but not as much as I was in the Idaho 4 case when I started it. Just for questioning
Yeah.
like the glove, like that was on the floor or whatever, or like how sloppy their investigation was, or how nobody heard anything. And like, it was just so weird to me. And I always knew the roommates like were off, because how is your how is your four roommates getting murdered upstairs and you're not hearing
While a
shit?
dog is barking nonstop.
Yeah, and you're not hearing shit. You're not calling 911 thinking, "Oh my god, I might be next. There's an intruder in my house. I need to call 911 to save my life."
That's how
They
you
were
know
not
that they
worried.
knew the killer.
Yeah, cuz they were not worried about what was happening in the
They
house,
were
cuz they
not
already
worried about
knew.
losing their life. They was like, well, let that shit happen.
They already knew. Like, I've been looking into this. I've been looking into this Idaho 4 thing for like a couple days, and I don't know. I might speak on it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't covered the case, and I'm not going to have details like Kiely's case, but I'll definitely say my opinion.
I'm telling you, Cece, I might, and I'm telling you the honest truth of God. Today, and Kathleen, Jane, Joanne, even Amy know a little bit of what was going on today. some bullshit. And our community was being mistreated in some other content creators chat room, like
Hmm.
getting time out for no reason just because they mentioning my name. Like, oh, I thought Jrod was supposed to be here. Like, da, 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 da. And they getting time out and blocking shit like that. When I'm cool, I'm actually cool with the content creator that owns that page. Like, they want cool. The person
Mm.
actually, we text like after the show. Due to the during the show, I was texting her and saying like, "Yo, like, what's going on with my people and this and that?" And, oh no, no, it's a misunderstanding. And da, 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 da. You know, so I talk to the person through text. I love talking to y'all through the phone.
Yeah.
But um, due to the discrepancies of today, and due to it seems that there's some content creators close to my friends, um, they want to make me look bad and stuff like that, and then the same person that I'm trying to help with this information, so that person go to her lawyer and her lawyer get the information that is needed to debunk the information that I have about a particular situation of the case. This one content creator just like, no, that's not true, that's not true, but then she said that that's not true, but she don't show the people why you believe that. Oh, because someone told you it's not true, you just gonna say it's not true. Okay, you are a reaction channel. I'm gonna leave it at that. You are a reaction channel. You look shit in the internet through YouTube and the internet and you react to it. That's it. You don't do no homework, you don't do no nothing, because again, you are a reaction channel that reacts to true crime shit. You react to it. You don't do no homework. You sit there at home whenever you have time and go to YouTube. Oh, okay, I found this. Let me talk about this. Or go to the internet. Oh, I found this on the internet. Let me talk about this. And then put the face like, oh, we need to talk about this shit today.
Oh God, your face was great right now.
I could be in Hollywood. You know that, right?
Oh, so can I. So
I
easily.
know. I know. Listen, we should put something together for a little short film. I know some people on film. Anyway, let me not say nothing and just surprise people. If we ever do it, we do it. If not, we just at least we didn't talk about it. But yeah, we should do something nice. But Larissa, we already on the third hour.
Yep.
Want to keep you for too long. The conversation is being so beautiful that I want to leave it there so we have it again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm down to
You
come
know
on
what I'm saying?
panel. I'm down to come on panel whenever, and if you want to come on mine, and when I get my lives back up and running, then I'm down for that too. But yeah, we just got to keep pushing and keep talking about these things that are happening, and hopefully that we can make a difference, even if
I
it's
got the
just helping one
lollipop.
person.
I got the lollipop because Jane just said, "Where's the lollipop? Why the lollipop?"
These, you know what? It's really
You
great
know,
every
you
time
know,
I.
you know that I'm all about symbolism, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I love coming into the chats and seeing the same people here. Jane is my freaking ride or die right there. She's always in my
Janie
always in
says,
my comments.
"Please." She said, "Please."
But
Listen, me and Jay has go through shit that only brothers and sisters go through, and we here.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I knew you guys went through like a little thing, I think too. And I was just like, uh-oh. And I think I texted you about it and I was like, what's
Oh
happening?
yeah, yeah. You remember you texted like, "What happened?" When I put that video out, you were like, "What happened?" I was like, "Man, this is some fucked up shit."
Oh yeah. And I was just like, damn. And then I was happy because Jane was like, oh, I'm leaving YouTube. And I was like, do not leave me.
Jane
But
should know by now how I feel about her. Like that's my sister, man. Like she have gone through so much shit with me though. I don't know how she put up with me. I have no idea. I
she
don't
likes the
know.
rowdy ones. That's all I could say.
She's a
She likes
ride
the
or
rowdy
die.
ones.
She's a ride or die chick though. It's same thing that the Amy, Caitlin, Joanne,
Oh, I know.
all
I
the
see all of them every time I come in, and I love chatting it up with these girls, the same girls every night. And I'm like, hey, I'm having it.
they on fire. I'm telling you, like they keep me on my P's and Q's. Like when I'm in the wrong, they be like, yeah, bro, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I do have to go because my baby wakes
Thank
up
you so
early in the
much.
morning.
Larissa,
But
God bless you. It's an honor for me to have you here with us. Again, by now, I consider you a sister, a part of this family. I have mad respect and love and loyalty towards you. Um, you could always count on me. Thank you for everything that you do for the true crime community and everything that you do for me as an individual and content creator and the support. Thank you so much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And hopefully we could do this soon again.
oh yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you for having me here and always supporting my content and doing your thing. And yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna figure some stuff out, and we'll smash out some content.
Guys, a round of applause for Larissa Slaughter, please. Thank you, Larissa. I appreciate you.
Woo!
It
All
was
right.
a
Good night,
great
you
night.
guys.
Have a good night, Mama.
You too.
Later, though. Guys, a round of applause for Larissa Slaughter, please. Please, 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 pretty please, with Sherry on top. Please, please, pretty please, with Sherry on top. Make sure that y'all go and subscribe to Larissa Slaughter, please. Do me that favor. If you love me, please go and subscribe to Larissa Slaughter. Show her some love, some appreciation. Also, please make sure that y'all go and subscribe to Speak Van Holding, my brother from another mother, and my advisor and legal representation. So again, all these people want to come and sue me and shit. You better go and talk to my guy. You go and talk to Speak Van Holding. You send him an email or whatever bullshit you want to do to me, and he makes sure he answers to you. I don't have to do shit. Listen, Spickman Holding has not lost a case in court. Do you think that he's planning to lose a case anytime soon? That's not gonna happen, dude. That's not gonna happen. But I want to make sure that I just want to make sure to say hi to all the ladies in the building. Thank you for being here. You are the best of the best of this community. I want to say y'all are the best community in true crime. They are right here in this chat room right now. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate you. Thank you so much to Larissa's Slaughter to be here today. Thank you so much for Speak by Holder and be here today and honor this small channel with such a beautiful information, such a beautiful analysis, such a power of information that we bring here to this community, which y'all are amazing. And please make sure if y'all found any value in the content that we presented to you, and if you have a little money to share with some poor people like me, please make sure to send some love this way. Listen, man, $5, 10 bucks, $1, $2. Listen, the piggy bank, it'll get fatter little by little, okay? And that money will be used in a great cause, which is to help out my familia, which is your familia, and also will help out this channel to move on with better equipment and better quality. Make sure that y'all please subscribe to Jrod on Point whenever y'all watch this on replay, and y'all know and y'all new to this channel. Please make sure with lollipop on top, you go and hit the like, the subscribe, and share the content. Just share the content. Just share the content. Stop being lazy. Just share it. Do it for me. Just do it for me. How y'all doing today before I go? How the ladies? Well, listen, man. Caitlin was on fire today. Joanne was on fire today. Janie was on fire today. I don't know why some content creators want to piss off my sisters when my sisters go to every content creator, they go and show love, respect, show homework, show information. They are nice to people. They make themselves look good. They make me look good. They make the On Point family look good. There's no reason for no one and no content creator disrespect these beautiful and very decent ladies. They are only here to help the victims. Because I know, ladies, that y'all here for the same reason that I'm here for. Y'all just wanna help. Y'all just wanna help to get to the bottom of the fuckery. And for that and more, I so much appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Like I just don't see no reason for no one in this community getting time out or blocked just because we either telling the truth and the truth hurts, or you only mentioning your favorite content creator. Like you just like you mentioned the name of your favorite content creator and they just like, oh, why they gonna mention his name here? Which again, ladies, if I'm not mistaken, hey, big shout out to True Crime Overtime with Rosie. What's up, Rosie? Rosie in the building. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? What you doing? Larissa in the building. Yeah, it's like it's no listen, man. Y'all know, like from them two, and y'all know what I'm talking about, because y'all know from them two, you know the one on the right was the hater, right? So the one on the right, I think that she's a mod too. She's a mod. So if y'all was getting timeout and blocked, guess who was blocking you? The hater. Ah, this shit's sour. I love it. I want more. Yeah, the one on the right. This is like, oh, we definitely need to talk about this. The one that said that Ethan and Santa was not in the grub truck. I have a question. I have a question. I want you to tell me what should I do. Jane, I'm not tripping. Is there sugar in the lollipop? I'm getting sick, dude. So I have a question for y'all. I know Amy not cool at all, though. Like I was like I was like I'm texting over here like, yo, why I'm getting complaints from my people that they getting, you know what I'm saying, blocking and time out from your show. Like what the fuck, dude? Like ain't we cool? And the only thing that they said that they mentioned my name and shit, and they got time out and blocked for that. Like I thought we was cool. She replied back. I love you, Debbie. You know I love you, girl. You're sweet. And you're my day one. You know that shit's never gonna change. It don't matter whatever they say. You know I love you, Debbie. She was like, you know we cool. So that just told me who was really the hater. So and again, that's her partner. I'm not Debbie's partner. Like I don't go live with her on her channel and be a co-host. You know, of course she's gonna like, you know, I mean, be a little bit more of more nice to you know what I mean? She gonna be like, you know what's going on. What you gonna do? You can't blame me for this. And I'm like, you know I love you, girl. I don't even worry about that. I don't care about that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, Debbie's a sweetheart. But all I want to do, y'all heard that video, the video that I made. And you know what? Which again, I don't like to talk to females like that. But when females act like they, like, you know what I'm saying, with the shit don't stink and shit, and then you try to discredit me when you don't bring the works of it, you know what I'm saying? Like how you gonna say that he's not eating in Santa? Why you believe that? Just because you heard it? When I'm showing it to y'all, like, so due to that, guys, should I leave the grub truck topic? Should I leave the Ethan and Santa grub truck topic? Should I leave it alone? And if it ever gets exposed, like within the next 10 years, like, oh yeah, that was Ethan and Santa the grub truck, and everybody's gonna look stupid. Should I leave it? Should I leave it alone? Because again, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help Kara, but at the same time, they putting pressure on Kara. These content creators are putting pressure on Kara for Kara to ignore the grub truck situation. But then why they want her to ignore that, and they don't want her to investigate that with her lawyer and get to the bottom of the Apple Pay if Santa had Apple Pay. That's all. Kara has not tell me, Jrod, Santa did not have Apple Pay. Because just with that, with Kara telling me, Jrod, Santa did not have Apple Pay, that whole topic, that whole subject goes to the trash. She have not tell me at this day today that Santa did not have an Apple Pay. So that tells me that Santa had an Apple Pay. So if Santa had an Apple Pay, someone needs to get to the receipt of that night, the transactions of her Apple Pay for that night. Because if it shows, you know that, Caitlin, I love this shit. Listen, I have eaten so much candy. My kids go to Halloween since October 1st all the way to October 31st. My kids go Halloween every single day of October. Is mad candy in that closet. As soon as we get out of here, I'm gonna rake that closet. Don't tell my kids that I'll be a fat ass. You're gonna see me. Well, y'all not gonna see me, but in a little bit, I'm gonna see myself being a fat ass eating my favorite candies because I have bags upon bags of candy. Y'all have no idea. You see how big this lollipop is? A lollipop, lollipop, lollipop rock. Guys, should I leave the grub truck situation alone? Should I stop talking about that and just leave it alone and say fuck it? I did what I did. If you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me. Now that's your problem. And be a fucking dickhead and an asshole and be like, well, that's not my problem, right? Should I be an asshole and be like, well, I have my 3 daughters sleeping upstairs, and I have my son sleeping upstairs on his like my daughter, my kids are sleeping safe in their own beds while daddy's doing the security night shift, armed up with all kind of guns inside the house. Oh, believe me, ain't no one fucking with me. Should I be an asshole? Should I? And be like, well, fuck it then. You don't want to believe me? That's your fucking problem. You do live your life. Should I get out of the Idaho 4 case? I want the ladies play by ear, Jane. Should I get out of the Idaho 4 case? Jane said no. Because believe me, today was one of those days. We're talking about the end of the day. You always get crap from people, and I know, Larissa. I know. I should be a little bit faster with these messages. Listen, I need a producer. I need a producer who will help me with the messages. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know, super agent. I'm trying to find out. I already have like around almost 63 licks by now. I count them. 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. Cause just cause I was, you see, like Cece hit me up and she was like, yeah, we cool. Like I will get to the bottom of that, what happened and this and that. So like, you know, she cleared the record and yeah, we cool. You know, I don't know what happened with yesterday live stream because we were supposed to do it yesterday live stream and she was kind of like laughing about it, like, I don't know what happened yesterday. I was busy. But why you gonna tell me that we're gonna go live with Kara, me and you, because you knew that you also for trades didn't want me to be in the live stream today? You told me that. And like I don't want no beef and I don't want to put my sister Debbie on a pickle and pick and choose between me and you also for trades. I'm not gonna have my you know, I'm not gonna have my sister like picking and choosing. I already knew that it was a problem me being in the same stage with you else. I already knew it was a problem. So that's why Debbie wanted to do a live stream the day before, which is the yesterday. We were supposed to, and I told you, we were supposed to meet Debbie and Kara go live before the live of ULs. That shit didn't happen. And I was like, I didn't even mention nothing to Debbie. I was like, I already fucking knew. They were commenting on test that he was going live with Kara too, and he wasn't on a panel either. Yeah. Yeah, because I was trying to get Dago. I was trying to get Dago and Kara connected though. Like listen, I'm the one linking all these people. When Crime Sleuthing, he was about to expose Dago and whatever Dago's son, and she like, you know what? I told Debbie, just leave it alone. Why? I got Crime Sleuthing and Dago back together. I did that. Because I told Crime Sleuthing, like, why you want to do this? Like, what's the purpose? Like, why? Like, why you even telling me this about what's going on with Dago, you know, with Dago's son? Like, why you even bringing all this shit to the table. Like, why you gonna do that? Oh well, because I think he's fucked up and this and this and that. Nah, fuck that. That doesn't have nothing that to do with Dago. So I convinced her to stay away from the topic, and I convinced her to have a conversation with Dago, and I convinced Dago to have a conversation with Prime Sleuthing, and I'm the one that got him back together because I smoothed it out between them. That's why Dago was at her show today, because I smoothed it out. I did that. There's a lot of shit that is going on behind the scenes that y'all don't know. Y'all get to know it right now because I'm pissed off that people act like I don't matter. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I'm 46 years old. Do you think that I'm going, even though I love you and shit, like I saved Dago from getting like a whole week of fucking content talking bad shit about him. I saved him out of that. But then today, I'm on Dago's chat room, and he allowed Daisy Dead. He allowed Daisy Dead to talk shit about me and be like, oh, like Michelle can't stand this guy. I see the fucking comment right after I comment. Michelle don't like it, can't stand this guy. And it was no fucking Michelle in the chat room. And on the screen, no one was talking about a name Michelle. And you posted that comment right after I comment. And you call me this guy when you seen that they was pretty cool with me and shit. You just call me. And then the worst part over that I text Dago about it, and Dago try to they be biased and be like, oh no, you misunderstood. She was talking about, no, get the fuck out of here. I didn't even reply to him. I love Dago. I love Dago. Hey, listen, my loyalty and love for Dago is gonna be forever. I'm not gonna change with him. But people need to hear the truth. I even text Mama Bear like, yo, what the mama, like, you know, Daisy Dead said this. Is no Michelle on the chat room. Is no Michelle on the screen. She commented right after I commented. She said like, Michelle can't stand this guy. So out of respect to Dago, I tell Dago, like, listen, that's my signal for me to leave the chat, because I'm not gonna be here. I ruin the good thing that you got going on. So where I'm not welcome, I'm not gonna be. I also told Dago I will never go to the channel again, bro. I love you. I respect you. I will never talk shit about you, because what I'm saying right now is not shit. It's fucking reality. And yes, I saved him from a whole week of content that he was about to be real bad for him. And he know how much I did back him up when all the story about his son, it was about to blow up all over YouTube. And I stopped that shit. You fucking welcome, bro. I did. Because he was mad people. Yo, it was mad people who was about to go over his head about it. With the Cash App shit and all this other shit. And he was like, no, that shit is not like that. So I was like, all right, cool. It's not like that, bro. I got you. And when Debbie said she was about to fucking go upside of his head with all this information, I told her, like, why the fuck you gonna do that? Yeah, Joanne. Like when all that shit came out, I was the only person that stopped all that shit. Can you see that all that shit went nowhere? Because I stopped that shit. I was like, nah, stop. Listen, leave Dago alone. Whatever his son did doesn't have nothing to do with Dago. Leave him alone. He got a good thing going on. Why you gonna fuck up his party? Just because you don't feel that should be like that. That just, who gives a fuck? Leave him the fuck alone. I stopped it. I stopped that shit. And then Dago's gonna pay me being biased with one of his community members, Daisy Dead. She talking shit about me. And he gonna come and reply me on the text like, oh no, bro, you misunderstanding, no, never, and this and that. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Do you see the fucking message? It's not fucking Michelle on the chat. It was a Bubbly Waters, aka Michelle Lee. So that's why I stepped the fuck out. That's why I stepped the fuck out. And then I text Mama Bear. I was like, yo, Ma, you know, I always will love you and respect you and this and that. But they go being biased to his community. And I give him a complaint about something. Dude, listen. in the same way I say Dego about the bad promotion that he was about to get. Ain't no one gonna come here to my channel, and ain't no one that is gonna come here. I don't give a fuck who you are. Ain't no one gonna come here to this channel and talk shit about Dego. I don't care who you are. I see you talking shit about Dego, I'ma block you. I see you talking shit about Mama Bear, I'ma block you. I see you talking shit about Speak Van Holding, I'ma block you. I don't give a fuck how long you been around me. I see you talking shit about Larissa Slxughter, I'ma fucking block you. I don't give a fuck who you are. But if you respect me and you love me, you're gonna respect and you're gonna love the people that come here and spend time with us. But it seems that Dego can do that. Even though I did what I did for the guy that obviously he didn't know, and he might know now if he ever watched this video, but he might not. He might know now that I'm the only person that he stopped the bad publicity that he was about to get. He don't know that. That's okay, because I don't have to try to get credit out of that. But then now that he kind of like fucked up against me and let you, bro, you tried to tell me that I misunderstood just because you don't want to correct the problem with the lady, because she put money on your pocket because she's a community member. So you right there, you did pick and choose your friends. You did pick and choose her. They were talking shit about me, someone that is being good to you, a collaborator, a content creator. That Daisy Days, no fucking content creator is not a collaborator. She just put money in your pocket. But then you're gonna be biased and act like I misunderstood, dog. That's why. Listen, I didn't reply his last message. I didn't reply his last message. As soon as he sent me the second message, like still like reinforcing what he was trying to say. Like, no, that was not towards you and this and that. I was like, nah. Like, listen, I put the phone down and I was like, bro. In my mind, I was like, bro, I love you. I will always respect you. I'll always be loyal. But I need to leave you the fuck alone. I will never go back I will never go back to Dego. You will never see me on the chat room. You will never see me on the screen with him. I love him. If you want to call me on the phone, we talk on the phone. We chit chat on the phone. We talk. Everything is good. But I will never go to his show ever again. The same thing with Mama Bear. Like, I love Mama Bear. I will never disrespect Mama Bear. That's my mama. That's my adopted mom. You know what I mean? I will never disrespect Mama Bear. I will never disrespect Dego. I will never do that because I'm not built like that. You know what I mean? But I need to let people know, like, dude, like if as your brother, I bring you a complaint about one of you community members, like here in my channel, I dare anyone to talk shit about Dego. I get him the fuck out of here. No fucking problem. But then that cannot happen to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if I go to your chat room and you're not even paying attention, dog. You're not even paying attention. You ain't even see the comment. Because if you saw the comment, you know that she was saying like, oh, Michelle can't stand this guy. And you come and tell me like, no, you misunderstood. She was talking about whatever I was playing on the whatever you was playing on the screen. They didn't have nothing to do with your name, Michelle, bro. What you talking about? You being biased right now. Of course, I didn't say that because I didn't reply back. I was like, yo, as soon as Soon as I seen, soon as I seen that he was being biased, I did it right there. I did it right there. I was like, no, I'm not gonna reply back to him. I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone. It's all good. It's all good because between me and Dad was nothing. That's my brother and always gonna be my brother. I'm gonna treat him like my brother. He called me right now on the phone. What's up, bro? I love you too, bro. It's all good, man. But I will never go to your show because I get mistreated though. It's a lot of Michelle lovers in his show. Michelle is in his show with Bubbly Waters' name and other names. She have multiple accounts that are actually community members putting money on his pocket, and he's this bitch. But he don't want to believe that. No one want like, okay, you don't want to believe that? Fuck it. Why you think those people are not here? Because Michelle know that I know it's her. That's why she's not gonna come here because she already blocked from this fucking page. She's not gonna come here with Bubbly Waters. Even the fucking tell it to Ellie's about to get blocked too, because I'm confirming little by little and more than ever that tell it to Ellie might be Michelle too. Tell it to like that. We should talk sometime. So what the fuck is the call? Where's your Facebook? Can we FaceTime on Facebook? Can we FaceTime on Facebook? Joanne right here, you see on the screen, Joanne, she's already on my Facebook. She was like, bro, we talk whenever. Joanne told me, bro, we talk whenever. You just tell me you want to talk to me. I call you, I FaceTime and we talk. That's how you know that people don't have nothing to hide. So I told Mama Bear and stuff like that. The last message between Mama Bear, she told me, love you. And I said, I love you too, Ma. That was my last message with Mama Bear today, which I love that lady. She's sweet, she's amazing, and she has a beautiful heart. And the same thing, Dego have a beautiful heart. But he should have known that if the person that you call your brother got mistreated on your chat room by a community member that you don't fucking know, that could be anyone, just because they have a tag of being your community member by pay, you're gonna be biased and shit, dog. You don't even know the person that you defending, bro, and try to make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Even Mama Bear was like, yo, I will talk to him, and I was like, no, Ma, leave it alone. I don't want Mama Bear to get involved with that, because why? There's no reason. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need my mom to get into my business and talk about, and try to, like, and defend me and shit, because I know she will, but no, there's no reason. There's no reason for Mama Bear to get mad at Dego because Dego don't know how to act. There's no reason for that. I'm not going to involve Mama Bear on me and Dego's situation. Why? I let her know about what's going on, so like that, if she don't see me ever on Dego's show, she don't think that he's war. She don't think that he's something bad going on, because he's nothing bad going on. It's just I'm not gonna be around a chat room that is gonna mistreat me, that is gonna make me feel a certain way. Like, damn, I'm here to show love to Dego Mama Bear, but then your chat room is fucking dogging on me, dog. Fuck that shit, man. I have a chat room here right now. I have a chat room here right now that all these beautiful ladies and alpha males that come to this chat room, they love me. They appreciate me for who I am. That's why I'm here with y'all right now, because I love you and I appreciate what y'all do for me. Y'all are my energy. Y'all are the medication for my pain. You understand me? Like, sometimes I come here with a bad day. And it was a bad day. And I gotta let all that shit out as soon as I see the video of Kiely Rodni, because I'm in pain about the Kiely Rodni case. So I'm on pain already with what I'm going through today with this other all the situation with my brother Dago and you know what I'm saying, and Debbie and all this shit, you know, people looking at me like I don't matter when I'm the fucking one that is in the middle of the shit, putting people together, connecting people with people. Listen, Kara did not know shit about Debbie. The only reason why they spoke for long hours called about I co-signed for Debbie. I told Kara, listen, I love Debbie. If I trust anyone, I trust Debbie. I told Kara that way before Debbie and Kara have their first conversation. I told Kara, I love Debbie. That's my day one. That's my ride or die. Like I love and respect that lady. She's a sweetheart. And I did co-sign for Debbie, so like that Kara don't feel a certain way, and you know, so Kara trusts Debbie. That's why they had such a long conversation, because I signed up for Debbie. When Kara had questions about Debbie, I told Kara, no, it's all good. You are in safe hands with Debbie, and Debbie have a bigger community. She have more views. She have a bigger channel. I told Kara, you should go. Don't worry about coming to my show. I'm a small channel. I even told Debbie. I told Crime Sleuthing, I'd rather Kara to go to your show than come to mine, because I'm an itty bitty channel. I don't matter to a lot of people because my numbers, but they don't know how deep inside of shit. They don't know how deep I'm inside of true crime. I'm cemented and I'm certified in true crime. In 1 year, I have done more, and I have connected with more content creators and more people. And the two biggest cases in the fucking story of true crime, I'm the guy that is hands and feet in these cases. Telling you the shit that no one gonna tell you because they don't fucking do their homework. And instead of me being like, nah, fuck that, I'm not like, nah, I'm not gonna connect her with that. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, have it on my show and this and that. Nah, because I want to help. And the only one that I could help Kara is pass it on to someone that he has a bigger platform. And Debbie says, sweetheart. And I know Debbie gonna do right by Kara. That's why I signed up for Debbie. And I told Kara, yeah, you go ahead and do that. Because listen, she's a sweetheart. I trust her. She has a bigger show and da. But I also told her, be careful with Joelle support trades, because she don't believe, and she want to force the narrative that Ethan and Sana was not in the grub truck. So she will try to convince you to leave it alone because, oh, the Jrod is crazy. He's on Hinge. No, bitch, you on Hinge, you motherfucker. You're a true crime reaction channel. You react to what we do. I want to make that shit clear. You react to the shit that we do. You don't do no homework. You go to the internet, you go to YouTube, you look for shit, and then you react about it. You don't do no fucking homework. You don't have time. Stop fucking playing. How many videos she looks stupid and look lost in the sauce, like she don't know what the fuck she's doing. You cannot tell me you're doing no fucking homework. You look stupid on your videos. And you don't have no head over your shoulder. You fucking think you know anything. You just have fucking arrogance and idiocy. That's why you might have a whole bunch of subscribers. But guess what? All the people that I talk to, no one likes you. No one likes you. It's mad females out here that they don't like you. They think that you're a piece of shit. And I respect a lot of people that likes you. I respect them. But that don't mean that because I respect them, I'm not going to light you bitch ass up. Because then if they get mad at me because I'm lighting you bitch ass up, then they better pick and choose. Because I ain't going to stop. As long as you hate me, I hate you, and it's fuck you. Finger up, and it's up and stuck. You're not going to sit there and talk shit about me and try to discredit me and try to make me look like I'm a hater. Bitch, I put everything together for you to be on that show. You idiot. Kara wouldn't be in that show if I wouldn't put it. I put that show together. Who the fuck you talking to? And then I can't even get no fucking credit. They didn't mention me not one time. Ask Debbie. Ask Crime Sleuthing. She wouldn't have that show today if it wasn't for me. Because Kara was not trusting no one. And I'm the one that told Kara, yeah, go ahead, go with Debbie. And that's why they had the chance to talk for hours. Because I was right when I told her, go and talk to Debbie because Debbie got your back. Don't trust your ULs or Trace for shit. But Debbie got you back. And that's how everything happened today. That's why Kara was in Crime Sleuthing channel today. You fucking welcome. Send me something on my Cash App if you fucking got a heart. Fuck out of here, man. It bothers me, man. It bothers me that I do so much for this true crime community. People want to act like Jrod's not doing what other people can't do. Fuck out of here, dog. Look at how much the beautiful true crime community loved me. Speakman Holding called me out of nowhere. Y'all want to hear the story? When Larissa Slxughter came out with these new breaking news, I hit her up right away. Yo, this shit is big, dog. I was like, yo, this shit is big. Can we do something about this? Can we go live or something? She said, yeah, what's up? Let's do that. Let's burn Truckee down to the fucking ashes. Fuck it. And I love Larissa Slxughter. That's my sister. That will never change neither. And I'll be damned if anyone talks shit about her. I don't care who you are. So I was like, yo, should we do something? Because again, I'm not thinking about what's going on today with Crime Sleuthing, because that shit is already set up. I already know what's about to happen and shit. I was watching the whole show. Y'all didn't see me. Y'all see me only once. Because I want to let Debbie know when I got there, she ain't even send me a shout out or nothing because Joelle was there. Because she knew if she sent me a shout out, because I commented right after Dego. Dego didn't say hi to me. Crime Sleuthing didn't mention me. She seen me. And I commented once. As soon as I commented once and I see that she didn't send me no shout out, I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna chill in the chat room. I'm not gonna chill in the chat room. For what? Nah, fuck that. People don't have no appreciation for the shit that I do for them. And I do it from the heart. I don't even want the credit, but if you say you cool with me, don't fucking tell me you cool with me and then act like you don't know me. Stop fucking playing with me. I'm a grown-ass fucking man. I could be lighting you bitch ass up here because of stupid shit that sometimes you do, and I don't because I love you. But not even that good love and respect and loyalty is appreciated. Because whenever y'all have the chance to fucking throw a pile of poop on me and act like you don't know me, that's what the fuck you do. And then act like, oh, you tripping. No, I'm not fucking tripping. What the fuck? It's like, can you see what the fuck I'm doing for you? All those screenshots. Y'all remember those screenshots? The screenshots that she was showing in the show with Kara? All those screenshots. She said that Kara sent it to her. Guess who sent it to her? Y'all want receipts? Y'all want receipts? I'm not gonna show. I'm not gonna show her phone number. Oh my fucking god. I'm not gonna show her phone number. Oh my god, this shit playing me out. It said there, crime sleuthing. Did I say there, crime sleuthing? Did I say that, crime sleuthing? Check this out. Check this out. Who sent that shit to crime sleuthing? Kara? Kara sent that shit to her, right? Kara sent that shit to her, right? Couldn't even give me fucking credit about that. Couldn't even give me fucking credit for that neither. Love you, Debbie. That will never change. I know, Caitlin. I know. I don't need them. I know. I mean, we got our own little community that everyone love each other. We are family members. Like, you know, we have gotten to love and respect each other. We have gotten to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? So it just hurts. Why you think? Listen, why you think I was crying in the beginning of this live stream, man? Because I was watching Kiely Rodni, which is something that it hit me so much, but also I'm fucking angry and tearing up because the shit these motherfuckers do to me, dog. Dago and my own sister Debbie, like my brother and sister doing some fucked up shit to me, dog. Then I'm gonna sit here and act like that shit don't hurt me. When I call you my brother, when I call you my sister, it's not for the name. Fuck the name. When I call you my brother, when I call you my sister, I mean it. And I'm gonna treat you with loyalty, with respect, and everything that it comes with the name brother and sister. That's the bottom line. That's how I roll. I'm cut with that cloth. When I call you my sister, you are my sister. That's how I'm treating you. That's how I consider you. And I treat you with the same love and respect as a sister. When I call you my brother, I treat you, talk to you, and take care of you like you my brother. That's why when I heard this shit that it was about to happen to Dago from my own sister, I stopped the whole shit. Because it's like why? Like why you gonna do that to Dago? Oh, because nah, leave that shit alone, dog. Let me talk to him. Let me get y'all back together talking. Dago was sending shout outs to Debbie. Dago was sending shout outs to crime sleuthing Debbie while she's on the phone saying like, nah, fuck that shit. But I need to put all this shit out there so like that y'all see and recognize the shit that I do behind the scenes for my brothers and sisters, collaborators, content creators, and true crime. Because I want to make peace. I don't want content creators going at each other. Even when I have to go against a content creator, I don't even want to do that. But I've been disrespected. When I've been disrespected, I have to go at your neck. Because who the fuck you think you are? You think you're going to disrespect me? Put me down? And I'm not going to sit here and not light you bitch ass up? Get the fuck out of here, dog. Y'all seen what happened to that? Y'all seen what, bro? Y'all seen what happened to Michelle? Where the fuck she is? She gone again. Why? Because I exposed her bitch ass. She shut down my channel, and I came to this channel, and I can't lighten you bitch ass up and got you both channels the fuck out of here. Because I'm thorough like that. Listen, when I pick a bone with you, I'll be here for 6 months to a year talking the most real shit about you. Because if y'all know that everything the fuck I was saying about Michelle, everything was truth. Because I don't have time to sit here and tell you no lies. Hannah, her own daughter told you, which that video is gone of that live stream, is gone because this bitch ass took the fucking channel down, and I didn't have the chance to save it, to put it in this channel. But Sana, her own daughter, told y'all everything about this bitch. So why I'm gonna sit here and lie to you about anything? That's why this bitch is nowhere to be found now. She's on her fake accounts now. Now she's on Dr. Drifty. Now she's in Bubbly Waters. Now she got time to tell it to Ellie. You know what I'm saying? Now she got time for all the motherfucking channels. Of course she, you know what I mean? Now she's back in the seat. Yeah, now she's, oh, Jrod won. And yeah, I win, bitch. I won. You shut down my channel, but I won because I exposed you on that shit that you said that you don't do. You said that you getting your channel shut down by people. And bitches, you shutting people's channel down because you hate them. Because you don't want them to bring the information that they bring into the community, because of going against of the shit that you talk about and make you look stupid. That's exactly what happened with Jrod on point. A whole bunch of people attacking me because they know the fucking power that I have far as being real. That's the only power that I have, that I sit here and tell you the fucking truth. I don't have time to sit here and create no fucking narrative and create no fucking life about nothing, because I don't got time for that shit. I don't got time for that shit. It hit different. But ladies, we are about to go to the 4th hour. You know, I shared a tear today for Kiely Rodni and for whatever I was going through today. And it's like I told y'all, when I'm angry, my tears gonna go down because I'm angry as fuck. I wanna do something. But I'm so grounded. I learned how to be a better man. I learned how to be a better man for my kids, for my wife, for everyone around me, for y'all here in the chat. That I know if I'm out of pocket, y'all gonna be like, Jrod, you're doing too much. And I don't want to disrespect my sisters in the chat doing too much, because there's no reason for me to do too much. Might as well just cut it straight up dry, straight up the truth, straight up the reality, because I know my sisters and my brothers on my chat will understand what's real. Because I don't have a character. I don't have a fake persona. I'm me, Jrod on point, Juan Rodriguez. That's why my name is Jrod, Juan Rodriguez. And I'm on point. That shit never gonna change. And I've been on point since day one in the Kiely Rodni case and here in the Idaho 4. And I'm going through mad shit in the true crime community, and you see me here smiling anyway. Yeah, y'all see me sharing tears today. I couldn't fucking hold it. Because I have put up, man, listen, I have a year of content gone. Because the Idaho 4 case. Don't you think that's enough? I lost all my content of Kiely Rodni. Shit is pain, sweat, and tears. A whole year, bro. Motivating myself, looking for information to come and turn on my camera and talk to y'all about what I just found out through a whole year. crying for Kiely Rodni, crying for the Idaho focus. I feel that shit in my heart. I have kids. I would like, if anything happened to my kids, I would like to have a total stranger like Jrod on point being so passionate about my kid just as myself. I would like to see people around the world being as passionate as I am to try to resolve a case if I was the person that I'm the victim. If my family became victim out of any type of situation, I would love to have a total stranger like Jrod on point actually giving a fuck about what happened to my family, dog. That shit is rare. These days, no one give a fuck about no one. Everything is doggy dog, like, you know? I lost my fucking brother harsh reality because he wanna be a fucking bitch, bro. Don't you think that shit hurt me that at this day today I can't unsubscribing everything from Harsh? I don't give a listen, I'm done with Harsh. I will never disrespect him. I will never make a video here and talk shit about him. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit about Harsh. I'm not gonna do that. But don't you think that hurt me when one day he sent me a shout out and then the second day he fucking talked out his mouth saying that, oh, it's clearly confirmed that Ethan and Sana was not in the Grubhub truck. You got 70,000 subscribers, brother. Now they believe that Ethan and Sana are not in the Grubhub and the Grub truck because you said that. How the fuck you helping Kara with that? You didn't even show the works of what you're talking about. You just said it out your fucking mouth, but we didn't see you looking at the footage. And you might be my brother forever, bro. But I will not share your content no more. I will not go to your channel. I'm not gonna watch your shit. I unsubscribe from you, and I'm done. I'm done with Harch. He became like a hypocrite. When I thought I was a good brother, when I thought you're gonna send me a shout out one day and then the second day you're just gonna fucking talk like that just because you see a whole bunch of people in your comment section lighting you up. And just you want to satisfy them, and just because you're the same that thing that Dego did, you want to satisfy you people and not keep it real with your brother. You call me brother many times, so why can't you act like one? But no, Jrod is bugging, right? Jrod is on hinge, right? Jrod is on hinge. I can't do nothing but stay away from people that I love and I appreciate. Because, yeah, I love and I no homo. I love and I appreciate Harch. But it's over. I'm done. I'm done with the harsh reality shit. It's over. I love and appreciate Dego. I'm done with Dego too. Love him. I respect him. You'll never see me talking shit about him here. But I'm done with Dego. I'm done with CJ. Done with Joel's of all trades. Like, I'm done with a lot of people. And meanwhile, everyone was hating on me today. You see Larissa Slxughter showing me love. She's like, yo, Larissa, what we going? Yo, let's do it. Let's go live. And you see, meanwhile, people are hating on Jrod on point. Jrod on point just minding his own fucking business. I came here and give you, I believe, one of the best shows. I believe that I just give you, we just give you one of the best shows about the Kiely Rodni topic with Larissa Slxughter and Spickman Holding. Spickman Holding came out of nowhere. Yo, what we doing tonight? You know, we going live, bro. Let's go. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna call you. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna get in the shower, get ready. Boom, we going live. Larissa on the phone, like, yo, we ready? Yeah, we ready. Let's go. And y'all see, we came here to give you a very good show about the Kiely Rodni case, and we sat down and have a conversation about it. And I believe it was a very beautiful show. I think that we touch a lot of topics that a lot of people not talking about the Kiely Rodni case. Yeah, it hurts my heart too, Caitlin. I just want to be good to people. I want to stay real, but while I'm real, I wanna stay close to people. I want to let people know that I'm real because I know how to love. I know how to respect. I know how to stay loyal. I know how to pick and choose. I will always pick my brothers and sisters before anyone. And it hurts. Like, I'm human, right? And if I'm calling you my brother, my sister, it's something. It's a meaning out of that. You know what I mean? Like, and it sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks that I put all this work for all these people and they just don't give a fuck. But I appreciate the content creator that are with me. Like, again, I haven't seen Southern Logic for a while. He been gone for a month. I miss my brother, Southern Logic. Big shout out to Southern Logic. He's been gone for a month. We haven't seen Southern Logic for a long time. Big shout out to Larissa's Lotto and Speak Bang Holding. It ain't no better content creators than those. And they here with us. With passion, with love, with understanding, we had good conversation, breaking shit down. Not just give you a whole bunch of babbling of inconsistency and being weak. Every statement we make is a solid statement. It's like, yo, this is what the fuck. Not acting like, oh, but not being weak. You know what I'm saying? Like fumbling. Like one day I say one thing, the other. No, this is what the fuck it is, and we stick with it. It hurts. It hurts because I consider these people my friends, my family. You know what I mean? But what we gonna do? We had a beautiful live stream. We had a beautiful live stream. I will thank God for having the chat room that we have, the moderators that we have, the subscribers that we have. I'm thanking God for that. I'm thanking God for having such a beautiful sisters in the chat room. Thank you for being here, ladies and gents. If it wasn't for y'all, I don't know. But again, y'all said tonight, I love y'all too, Johan. Y'all said to not quit, to not quit the Idaho 4 case just for y'all and for the victims, Kara and the Goncalves, and for all the families and the victims. I might make quite a few live streams and make quite a few videos, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now from the bottom of my heart. I just really want to leave shit alone about the Idaho 4 case. Like in the bottom of my heart, I really want to like stop talking about it and leave shit alone and be like, well, fuck you. My kids are sleeping upstairs right now, and plenty guns in the house to defend them. Where's your kids? Because I know how to be a fucking asshole too. I go there. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. Y'all will know. I say that all the fucking time. I'm a real piece of shit when I need to be. So I'ma think about it. I'ma think about it. And if y'all ever see me talking about the Idaho 4Ks, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I might just um do like one. I don't know. Listen, if something that is really gonna happen, I might slow down the Idaho 4 commentary. Like, it's not my problem anyway, right? That's actually a problem that I don't have in my life. I do want to help, but at the same time, when people don't want you help, you just gotta leave them alone. You know what I mean? So I don't know, ladies. I'm just gonna think about it, and if I ever talk about the Idaho 4 again, it's gonna be for the victims. It's gonna be for y'all, because y'all deserve to have a explanation of this case, especially coming from a source that is hands and feet in this case. Not all these people that fans writers that they don't want to hurt their subscribers because they don't want to lose subscribers, and we don't write like that over here. Whoever is here, whoever is our subscriber, is because they know over here we're gonna tell you the fucking truth. You like it or not, we will fucking tell you the truth, and we're gonna stay that way. So I don't know. I'm gonna go through few. I don't know. Now that I feel this way, I'm gonna look through some other. You know what? It's what, 4 o'clock in the morning. I probably just, as soon as I shut off the live stream, I'm just gonna sit here and look through some other cases, and if I see a case, I don't know, like that Long Island serial killer is a case that it catch my attention. I don't know. I just probably just gonna look through the catalog of cases available right now, and if I see something that I see that I could help with my commentary, I might start doing some other content. Again, y'all know that I'm busy with my other content with the other pages and stuff, but my true crime content, it takes my most of my time. That's why I'm slacking on my other channels and stuff, because true crime for me is the priority though. You know what I mean? I appreciate Kathleen though. I appreciate. I'm running so late with the comments. I need a producer to have the producer going through the comments while I'm talking to y'all. But yeah, but these the all the comments are gonna be there, because I'm gonna keep the chat room on the live stream. I'm just see if what I look around and see if I could help other people, and I might leave the Idaho 4 case, and who knows, probably one day people gonna be like, damn, everything came out to the light, and the only motherfucker that he was telling us the fucking truth was Jrod, no one else. And Jrod stopped talking about it because these people are some pieces of shit that don't appreciate someone that actually got hands and feet in and the only content creator that is actually in contact and connection with Moscow PD, even though they seem very corrupt. But at least, again, I had to talk to these guys. I had to talk to the people that is investigating this case, right? So I'm the only content creator that he has the first and last name and record in the Kiely Rodni case and the Idaho 4 case. All these other content creators, they just talk about it, but don't be about it. Because again, they don't want to get involved. Why you talking about it then? You're already involved talking about it. I might as well go the whole way. Call the PD and be like, hey, my name is like da 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 da. I got this information for you. Bam, bam, bam. This is my YouTube channel. Bam. Make sure you take a look at that because I might be putting information there too. I don't know. You might find something that is interesting. You could go by your investigation and shit. It's that simple. I think I'm the only content creator that actually did that. So whenever you hear all these other content creators act like they about a case, just ask them, do you talk to the PD that is investigating this case? Have you announced yourself? Have you give the people that is investigating this case your download of information of what you talking about? Because if whatever you fucking talking about in your shows, you can go and give it to Moscow PD, you're just blowing gas at your mouth. Makes sense? Because if you really want to help, right? Why won't you get involved? Why won't you be in contact with the same people that's investigating this case? Why you don't do what Jrod do? But anyway, enough with my pain. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. I guess this is what I'm going to be doing the rest of my morning. Ladies, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope y'all know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I always will love you from the bottom of my heart. Believe in yourself because I believe in you. If I did it, you could do it too. I believe you're going to take the best decisions in your life for you and for everyone around you. The host of the most, the team to the tango, the yin to the Django, your brother from another mother, the black sheep, Jrod on point. Love ya, ladies. Guys, Alpha. Have a good day. Have a good morning. I'm going to get back to y'all soon. Smile. Because when you smile, you look prettier. Have a good day, ladies. Love ya.
Pero tampoco llegamos al piso. Y sin fantasear, vamos a la estratosfera, a lo espacial. Ponte el cinturón pa' que no te vayas a marear. porque este viaje te va a enamorar.
Damn, Pappy, nah, it's been on you all night.
Yo, baby boo, you know that I got you.
You know you are so sexy.
Oh, by the way, what's your number?
508, I'll give it away.
Oh, for sure.